5-7 Video Game Podcast.
Oh, yes! Whether it's a beer, a shot, or even a glass of wine, grab your favorite beverage and welcome once again to your favorite live interactive video game podcast. It's Level 857. What's up, everybody? If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. And we are your hosts, everybody. Starting with me, Al G857. What's good, everyone?
The 23rd Stallion!
Sticks.
Turbo 857.
And your boy Big Chuck, what up?
And a special guest we're having on the podcast tonight is a lead game director of a fan project which promises to be the spiritual successor of a historic and immensely popular platform fighter which has unfortunately had its life cut short. Not due to a lack of quality, as its solid gameplay mechanics and colorful, robust roster has earned itself comparisons among the biggest and brightest stars among the platform fighting game genre. Rather, we believe that what most likely caused this game's demise was probably the profit pressures and constant challenges demanded by gaming's now infamous free-to-play model. However, our guest here tonight will hopefully shed some light, proving that at least in this particular game's case, it doesn't have to die in silence. So please put your hands together and give a warm round of applause for a game director of fan project Multiversus Infinite, Hakio!
Holy shit, you had a stroke, man.
Wow.
Welcome to the show, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
And look at
Oh,
the
man.
chat. Everyone in the chat, you could just
Everyone's
tell.
excited.
People love Multiversus, man. You can just tell by everybody in chat. Welcome, everybody,
Shout out
to the
to the
Level
chat.
857.
Oh, yeah, man.
There's a lot of love for this game.
That's
Oh, yeah.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Oh, I believe there was a super chat we have to mention because that was very, very nice.
Yeah, very
That
generous.
was No Hey Pan.
No iPon.
No iPan. 150.
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
Thank you.
Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you
Appreciate
so
you.
much.
That's very generous.
We
Wow.
huge.
Appreciate that.
Thank
Wow.
you.
That's huge.
NHL.
Wow.
It's keeping the lights on.
That's right.
Hell yeah, man.
HNL.
Now, if I could just show my credit card bill that needs... No, I'm just kidding.
I think we can afford eggs now.
we can afford
We can
it.
buy eggs. This is crazy.
But of course, you know, everyone wants to hear the questions. What do we have to ask? And all that good stuff. I will start with the first question for Hakio. When did this project start, and what is the overall goal for Multiversus Infinite?
So the start of this project was pretty much, I want to say like literally a day or two after the announcement of the closure, of people kind of being like, dang. And then there was one specific person, Iraj, she decided to like just do a simple post and see if any people were interested in the project. And I hit her up and I was like, hey, I'd be down to help on the development side. And as things got going, I ended up taking over the project after she left. And it was kind of just fans of the project doing it for the love they have for the project, bringing it back and keeping it going.
Wow.
That's dope.
Why did she leave? Why did she have to go?
Personal reasons.
Oh, okay. What were they? Not playing.
Sir.
Dude, I'm
Sir.
kidding. I'm
Dude,
kidding.
calm yourself.
What were they?
My man said personal reasons, a.k.a. none of your business.
These are the hard-hitting questions. We got to go.
Nah, man. Nah, game development, it's a time-consuming thing. You know, I was involved with it in a little bit in the past with, what was it, Dragon Force 2's, just on the translation side of it. So that took a lot of my time years ago. So I can't even imagine what something like this would, would take up. It's got to be insane. It's got to be insane. Absolutely.
Next question.
Oh yeah, Hakio. Yeah, it's a sad thing. Number one, I want to say it's a sad thing for Multiversus to be taken offline. You know, as great as the game is. Give us some reasons why we should be really excited for your project. What could Multiversus fans hope? What could they expect out of this as far as roster, are you keeping the same roster that the last roster of all the released characters so far before the game was cut off? As far as stages, same stages. Are any characters getting reworked in any way? Are you gonna come back? What kind of new characters are you thinking to added? What kind of excitement do you want to give us?
One of the biggest things to get like hyped about and excited about for MVS Infinite is definitely that it's a game made by fans for the fans, decided by the fans. So everybody on the project is working for their love of the project. They're putting in time, effort, dedicating so much free time. I'm so thankful for it. And then a lot of our decisions are community based, and it's off of things that we've seen the community wants. For example, very early into development, we just posted a form on Twitter, I think around 500 different responses of people's most requested characters, and we use that to decide what we're going to implement and things like that. On the balance side, we're going for a mix between casual and competitive, so it is fun moves that flow together competitively. And it's just trying to build the best game possible. And due to not being backed by a mega company or something like that, we can make decisions that we believe everybody will love versus decisions that will lead to profit.
Nice. Because I was wondering how are all these voice actors on board? Like, how is everyone getting paid? I was like, that it's a fan project. How is that possible?
They aren't. All of the voice actors are dedicating their voice, donating their time, just out of the kindness and like the love for the game and the love for their craft.
Awesome.
Could you believe that exists nowadays?
Kindness?
Actual kindness and love.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
For your craft?
For the craft, this is quite the thing.
This is wild.
Yeah, man.
That's
I'm all about
crazy.
that positivity.
Very cool. Very, very, very cool.
Yeah, chat. Let us know how the volume is. If y'all can hear everything just fine. We'll try and adjust as we can.
Yeah, I made the adjustment. I raised Hakio's volume, so
Yeah, so
should
let's
be
know if
good.
that's
Should
good.
be good now.
Thumbs up if the volume is good, guys. Let us know.
Thank you, Mass Produce.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate
Next question.
Do you guys have them? Because I can go.
Go for it. Go for it, bro.
it. Yeah, man.
Okay, so is this project going to start off where the original last left from season 5? So you guys going to season 6 with? Are you going to do the same format, like 2 characters per season? Or are you guys going to randomly release characters? Or what's the roadmap look like if you guys have one?
So the roadmap is continuing from season 5, but we're going to probably call it something along the lines of NVSI season 1 or something like that. Maybe name it. We are taking what they did with the game. So example, towards the end of NVS, there's been some recent additions like shields, teching that have been kind of iffy and not fully put together. So first, our main goal for the project was to take what they have and polish it, do our improving things like movement, how gameplay works overall, and fixing up like some of their more minute balance things. And then from there, we want to go on a model trying to release at least 2 new characters a season, looking at like 4 months a season and keeping it going in that way.
Nice. Okay. Sweet. Turbo, if you don't have one, I got a bunch.
Let me say one right quick. How's online going to work? One gripe that I had with Multiversus is how it reset the ranking points every single season. So, I think I fight pretty well, platinum worthy, but I'm always starting from freaking bronze. And I'm like, I don't have the time to work myself back up, so it's like.
He's like, I got a kid. I got a wife. I can't be starting from bronze all the time.
Exactly. I'm going to have a second kid also probably in August. So I'm just like, I don't have all this time to just
Humble
get
brag.
myself back. It's like,
Right.
do you plan to reset the ranking time? How do you guys plan to handle that?
So when it comes to online matchmaking, instead of going for an or something like Parsec, we wanted to implement our own servers. But dedicated servers can be really pricey. So the alternative we found which is the low budget equivalent, is we have dedicated servers for matchmaking. So you'll queue up and it will put you on a server and it will find you a match. And then it will put you into a peer-to-peer match. That's something like that Smash Bros uses. That way we were able to like save costs and keep the servers going for a lot longer than if we were to go dedicated servers. And off of the rank system and on all of that, of those more minor details, we're still figuring out how we want to go about it. And we'll definitely use, once it comes out, once the rank system is out, use the data that we get from it to adjust and try to find the right balance for both the casual people, but also not trying to overinflate the ranks and let people feel like they've earned their placement.
Excellent. All right.
Cool.
Cool.
Will you guys? Will you guys be using the pre-shutdown version of the game or the post-shutdown?
We are using the most recent update.
Okay.
Because I know they're gonna change it once they shut everything down. So I don't know what they will, what they're gonna cut off and stuff like that. So you want everybody to not update to that or try to keep this stuff offline until they get to your version?
No, it doesn't matter if you update or not. The changes that we implement, you'll still be able to use.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
All right.
That's good.
Very cool. I'm impressed that you guys started so soon after Multiversus announced that it was shutting down. 2 days after?
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Multiversus fans are a different breed.
Wow.
They sure are.
Has Tony Wynn reached out to you in any way, gave you his blessing or anything like that, or gave a comment on the project?
I don't know if I'm able to comment on that. So.
Okay, yeah, no, that's good. I just wanted to see how you react to it. I wasn't looking for an answer, but I think I got my answer.
Damn it, Turbo.
I like how you have your own conversation with yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't give an answer. Okay, I can assume what you're gonna. Okay,
Okay.
my question was.
That was good.
Who the hell says that?
No, I like the answer he
Keep
gave.
the project on the low.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to get anybody in trouble.
No, he
Yeah.
answered the right way. No, that was good. That was good.
I have a question. I mean, obviously, answer whatever you can of this question. But obviously, people know from everyone who's followed Multiversus knows about the data mine leak with all the characters that they shown and the characters that we didn't get. So I was wondering, from that famous big leak that everyone showed, everyone knows about, what can we expect in terms of those characters that were shown as a possibility? And when I say characters, there was rumors of the obvious Lord of the Rings characters. They had Mortal Kombat characters. They had Robin. They had a bunch of other guys on there that people have been dying to see it in the game because they were in the data mine or at least mentioned. Now, what can you tell us about that data mine? Are you guys working on anyone from that big list, or is there anyone that you guys are working on that weren't even mentioned?
We definitely have some characters in development. Whether they are from the data mine or not, I will leave that part out. That being said,
But
the
why?
most recent data
no, I'm joking.
the most recent data mine that did give us a lot of assets in the files. Because most of those data mines are as simple as like 1 or 2 lines of code, which means we get more of the idea versus what they were actually doing.
Okay.
But in the recent, there was the character that I'll give an example of is there was a bunch of resources for Wicked Witch.
Yes.
And that having things like that obviously will alter your trajectory and be like, should I use it? Should I not? Things along those lines. But we definitely have characters in development. Whether they were a part of those data mines or not, I will leave out.
Okay.
Will you be able to change LeBron into Michael Jordan?
He couldn't do that if he tried. Come on now. He couldn't do that if he tried.
Oh, wow.
Come on, man.
Will you give LeBron a new move called the flop?
Yeah.
That's actually
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Guys, I'm just kidding. LeBron stands. Don't come after me. Don't come after me. I'm joking.
I can't deal.
I got one.
Okay.
How much wiggle room do you guys actually have in balancing the characters and editing the moves and outfits and stuff like that?
So as we're moving into the balancing of the characters, there are multiple variables on every single move and every single hit of each move that we're able to alter. So an example I'll give is Wonder Woman Sarah has a set number of variables we can change, but we can change them once because it's a move that hits you once. Finn down tilt has 2 different hits, and we can change those variables for the first hit and the second hit. So there's a bunch of room and a bunch of adjustments that can be made off of what is already inside of the code.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm going to piggyback off of that with a question because I have a feeling you mentioned that just so I can get into my question. One of the main things, all right, it's notorious when Multiversus came out again. There was something that upset me beyond belief. and I'm a Superman main, okay? And when they nerfed his throw to where he can only do it left and right and not up and down, I was so brokenhearted. So brokenhearted because that was like the main thing I used to do in the 2v2s. It's the funnest thing in the world, just to throw someone to heaven or throw them to hell. It's the funnest thing to do, and it was taken away from me. Now, is there any hope of this move slightly returning back to Superman.
Hakio, tell him no.
You shut your mouth!
Dude, you just gotta get good at the game. Stop.
No, listen, I did get good at the game. I just want to know.
Just gotta get good at the game.
I just want to know.
So when it comes to balancing, as stated earlier, we want to keep it fun and competitive. So if there is a world where we could implement that in a way where it is competitively balanced and fun for the average player, it is a possibility.
I like that. But, hey, I know a lot of people don't like that take, but Finn, you're probably a Finn main if you don't like
Yeah.
You know what the funny thing about Multiversus is? It's like there's some moves that people dread with certain characters, and those people dread other moves with other characters. So it's always a back and forth. It's hilarious.
Sure.
It's very hilarious.
There's always something in there.
Yeah, it's always going to be something that needs to be nerfed or whatever.
The rock, paper, scissors. right?
Yeah, that's what it is. Turbo, you got one?
I do. But do another one before I ask this one.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
Why is this a big one?
No, it's technical.
Okay. It's technical. Okay. Are they going to be? I know a lot of people complained about the riffs being kind of like a little lifeless and kind of bland. Is there going to be any new game modes for the game, or additions to the riffs as well?
We plan to eventually implement some type of story mode, whether that's on top of riffs or our own thing is to be determined. But when it comes to game modes, right now we wanted to focus on just getting the game back up and running with improved gameplay. It is a huge possibility in the future and something we're interested in, but is not a main development focus as of right now.
Okay. Turbo, are you ready for
I'll
your
get my-
groundbreaking question?
I have a question.
Oh,
Go- say Choco.
Well, this is gonna be a fun one that you can talk about. Of the characters that you're not working on, who do you want to add to the game?
Ooh, okay. So
Give me like 3 of your dream characters that you want to add to this game.
dream characters.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm going to say characters. Whether I say them or not is not confirming or denying them. And
Okay.
development and or being worked on.
nice.
Just giving that the heads
All right.
up.
That's fine.
So, my most wanted character from the Warner Bros. IP would be Green Lantern. I'm a huge Green Lantern comic fan.
I respect
He'd
it.
be perfect for
That's
that.
no,
Okay.
he's made
He
for
would-
Multiversus.
He's perfect for it.
He's made for it.
Perfect.
My most wanted third party would be Mark Grayson or Invincible.
Oh, Invincible. Yeah.
He's 2 for
And my
2.
most wanted character that we probably will just never add due to their ownership is any character from Star Wars like Anakin. Or something along those lines.
Those are nice. Those are good.
That very good answers.
No, those are. I always thought of Invincible would be amazing in this game.
Yeah.
I always
yeah.
thought it'd be fucking perfect
for sure.
it.
Yep.
Can we expect to see a lightsaber on another character?
Yeah.
Some sort of a lightsaber.
Possibility, right?
Hakio's like, I'm in the game with a damn lightsaber.
Hakio's the final boss. That means I could be the mid boss.
That's what I would do.
It was the only character.
Actually, I'm glad you asked that question because I asked Tony this way back. Because you know how Smash Brothers is exclusively just video game characters, and Warner Brothers is Warner Brothers properties, pretty much. And I know he wanted to. I mean, he didn't say it, but I could tell he was a Naruto fan, and I know he wanted to throw in a character from Naruto or whatever. Is there any possibility of a video game character or an anime character getting into Multiverses?
Every character is a possibility. That being said, we like to play it safe, so we can avoid things like cease and desist, DMCA.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
But there's a possibility of like Warner Bros. Owned animes and or if we get like a written approval. So things like that would definitely increase the odds of characters like that getting added into the game. And when it comes to video game specific, if Warner Bros. Owns it, it's always on the table. And then on more other characters like indie games or for examples, it just depends on how that indie game tends to approach.
Wow.
You know what's funny? Because I always thought of Guts from Berserk in this game. I always try to find a way to get him in every game I like.
Okay, that's
Like, I just want to chop someone in half. Like that's all I really ever want to do.
Side note, Guts would be insane in Guilty Gear.
Dude, no, I'm saying like he deserves to be in every
Sorry.
game. Like
Yeah, there's a lot of games.
every game possible.
He's
Just
not Kenshiro. He can't be in every game.
oh, Kenshiro. Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
He's
listen.
already in.
Hakio, we have a question from the chat actually.
Oh, it is the time to get to them.
Will arena
let's
mode be in Multiversus Infinite? Will it stay?
We want to try to keep all of the content that is already in the game in the game.
Okay.
Awesome.
So more specifics by launch, there will be guaranteed 1v1s, guaranteed 2v2s. The other game modes might be under development for a little bit, but we do want to keep every single thing that is currently in the game in some way, shape, or form.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Can we add a story mode where a lawyer is a boss, so you can stop any type of cease and desist orders?
Any cease and desist.
A lawyer is the boss of the game.
Hell yeah.
That's kind of funny.
That would be very
That's
fucking.
pretty funny.
That would be fucking great.
Phoenix Wright. Let me stop.
How many people are in your team right now?
As of right now, we are just over 80 members.
80?
Nice.
That's a lot of people.
Holy shit.
That's actually
That's
pretty
probably
impressive.
more than
Solid.
player first games, right?
I think so.
Like I don't, because I remember that when they were like,
From when
Fre-
you started, yeah.
yeah, for fresh out the beta, they were like, yo, we need a team, we need some people. Y'all got 80 heads.
What?
Multiversus fans love the game, and I'm so thankful for my team and the work they do.
I love
And,
that.
So many people have hit us up personally. So many people we've hit up and they found out and they're like, "Oh, that's amazing! I would love to do it." And it's just been awesome building the game with them.
Wow.
Oh, that's incredible, dude.
That's crazy.
Because I just remember we were talking about this. I'm like, I just feel like something after they announced they were going to be done. I'm like, I just don't feel like this is done. There's too much left on the table. It plays too good. It's got so much charm, so cool. It's fun throwing people to heaven. It's fun. It's fun stealing someone's face's aria and blasting them off the stage. Like there's so many cool
Moments.
things you can do in this game, and the skins. I mean, just the skins alone. They got the 1989 Michael Keaton Batman. Come on, man. Jesus. When that happened, I said, "Oh man, if this goes away, I'm gonna go to Warner Brothers myself." And no, I'm just kidding.
Wow, sir.
No,
And
no,
talk to
guys,
him.
I said have a conversation.
He was gonna have a
I was going to have a
A
conversation.
friendly conversation.
Have a
All right.
Good luck.
conversation.
Their games division is gone. Good luck.
Something in the chat also. The perk system, is that staying? Adding more perks? What's going on with the perks?
When it comes to perks, everything required for gameplay will be 100% available
Nice.
with the moment you open the game. So all perks will be free. So there will be no perk currency or anything like that to grind for. That being said, the perk system is one thing that we are actively looking into improving and finding a way where every character, instead of it being 5% snowball, speed force, and pugilist, the variety feels competitive and entertaining, and the perks that your character specifically has are perks that you actually want to lock in and maybe can rotate between versus maybe having like one or two just set good ones.
Wow.
Nice.
What was one thing? Damn, my voice, man. What was one thing in the game currently that you didn't like that you would hope to fix in your version?
I would say I don't like how shields were implemented. I like the idea of it, but I think they failed to correctly implement RPS or a rock paper scissors system, because usually how shields tend to work is this option beats this one, another option beats that one, and it goes in a circle. But in multi, they did shield beats attack, but then some attacks beat shield, and it made it just kind of not the most healthy mechanic, I want to say. So shields are definitely something that we're looking to improve, along with movement. I feel like a lot of the original love for the game came with the movement and came with the free flow gameplay. So we're definitely planning on improving those two things.
Awesome.
And what about decay?
Yes. Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you, because sorry to cut you off, because they do have it listed attack decay, but that's bullshit. That did not make it over. I don't care, because from the beta had it right. The beta had it right.
It didn't announce it. It was in there, but it wasn't. I don't feel it was as impactful, and I don't think it was mentioned. Like it used to say attack decay.
Yeah.
I like that indicator. It kind of took that away.
Because the thing is, to add on about the shields, is like, I agree with what he said about the shields, is it's a good idea because it's trying to prevent people from being cheap and doing infinite combos and stuff like that, but it wasn't implemented correctly. And I think that, like, yeah, like the attack decay and the sound that it makes when you keep spamming, the doom that it keeps doing over and over. It's like, hey, your character has multiple moves. Why don't you try using them rather than spamming the same one over and over? So it kind of forces people, to learn the characters rather than learn how to spam. But is there going to be some of the attack decay making its return the right way? Should I say?
When it comes to changes like attack decay or very specific like full overhauls, whether we implement them or not will still be under playtesting for a little bit longer, or for a decent bit longer. So whether it is returning in its old state or coming back as it is right now, there will be some sort of stale mechanic, but the exact details is still to be determined.
Oh, and a real quick question. Who is your main in Multiversus?
I've been through a few. I have an issue with not liking top tiers. So recently I've been playing a decent bit of Nubia.
She's
probably
awesome.
Raven, but she's the opposite of a low tier. I like puppet characters, and they haven't really implemented one yet. So
Nubia is so dope.
I love
really love her.
She's one of my mains. I love Nubia.
Yeah, she's so awesome.
Yep. After I fixed the dead zones.
Oh, I don't know what you were about to say there.
Yeah, what the hell was
almost
that?
caught you.
After I fixed the dead
You were
zone,
gonna say something else.
Yeah, I
man.
was like, what
thought
you about to
she became very lethal. Okay. Jesus.
Almost caught him slipping there.
After I did nothing to her.
And to the Nubia haters, just don't use her. It's very simple. Like, remove her from the game. No, people like her, so they'll use her. If you don't like her, I hate Finn. I don't use him. It's simple. It's simple.
It's funny too because Nubia is not my best character. I would probably say Batman is, but when I beat people with Nubia, they don't even finish the whole match. After I beat them one round, they're just like, I'm out.
I hate your character, and I hate that you're good with her, and they leave.
I get them off the top of the screen, like I'm out of here.
All right, I got a question, Hakio. I'm actually glad you brought that up because it makes me think of this. Is there a way we could like
Penalties.
Is there penalties for rage quitters or like something that we could like give them a badge if they rage quit a lot? Known to rage quit or known to quit mid match. Can we do that with people?
Like a penalty box.
Yeah, like a penalty thing.
I would have to look into that. I haven't looked into rage quit penalties.
It happens all the time. It happens all the time.
Yes, no, they have to have that. They gotta have that.
No, just
man.
like a badge.
Yeah,
You get
absolutely.
a badge for just walking off the stage rather than fighting me. Listen, I've gotten my ass whooped so many times. I take my beating like a man. So if they leave and they quit, no, you need a badge or something for quitting and leaving mid game.
I fight a lot of bitches. I think I fight. There's too many. I'll say I love platform fighters, but there's something about the bitches that come to platform fighters. They're more prevalent. Like if I want to fight a real fighter, that's Street Fighter 6. I'm gonna fight somebody. They fight to the finish. And platform fighters, they leave in the bitchiest ways. They run off the stage.
And
you could beat me down. I'm not gonna run off the stage. I'm gonna fight you until you take out the last. You get the last point, the last stock.
You know what's funny about that? It's not even like I kill you and you quit. I hit you a few times and you ran off the stage.
Yeah.
I just hit you a few times and you ran. Like I don't understand that. That's like a new way of quitting.
I have a
Chuck.
question
Go for it.
from the chat. There's been a lot of questions about skins being available when the game is launched.
Great question. Is that it?
Yeah.
So when it comes to how we're doing unlocks, when it comes to some things like skins, we want to basically have as many skins available instantly for free. That being said, we do want to add some type of way to where if you've played or if you put in the time, you get something that you've earned for doing that. Whether that's like a level skin or whether that's you unlock skins by like winning or something like that. We do want to find a way to reward players for playing well, similar to like how ranked skins worked, but not a lot more frequently. But we do also want to have a decently large variety of set skins at launch for free. For example, Smash Bros. How you log in, you play a game, you get like these 6 character skins to choose from, and we probably won't lock it behind a rarity. It will just be more of these skins are all free for this character, these skins are all free for this character. But then if you want to grind, there's this really cool skin you can get that you can feel like you've earned something for your playtime.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice.
That's cool. That is cool.
You have a question?
And I guess this is going to be on PC, right? So it's like we're going to be playing on PC. Okay, cool. I got a PC. This is going to work.
I would assume.
Wow.
Yeah, I would
What the
assume.
hell? Yeah, welcome to
Yeah,
2025,
why do you
man.
say that's so old? That is like the oldest statement I've ever heard. I got a PC.
I
This
have
could
a
work.
PC.
Yeah, it's gonna work. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, you can play Doom on yours.
Yeah, you have a
Okay, no.
PC. Jesus.
I'm the least PC among the group, but it's okay. I do have a PC. I'm gonna get this thing going. For Multiversus.
Hakio's not coming back now.
Yeah, that's it.
He doesn't want to deal with this nonsense.
Scare the guests away, man.
you always scare the guests away. Jesus Christ. You have a question or do I have?
You could do another question. I'll ask mine after yours.
Okay. One of the cool things I used to love about Smash Brothers Ultimate is the fact that I could record, hit replay, or record a match where I just whoop someone's ass in an amazing way. But I could never do that in Multiversus. Is there going to be like a feature where I could record an actual beatdown and keep it?
Steam has it. Steam has that.
That is definitely something that we've heard requested quite a decent bit, and something we'd want to look into. A lot of those more aesthetic or like simple changes like that, or let's say overhauls or like adding a fully new mechanic aren't the main priority, because at the end of the day, what we originally had to do is build servers, improve the gameplay, and then once we have the gameplay at a good state, then we'll start looking to implement those more fun or like more, I don't even know what that would be fall under, media based improvements or things like that.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, that's fine. We don't need the replays right now, as long as they got peer to peer.
I mean,
But it would be cool to like beat somebody's ass and then post it on Twitter right after.
Just put your phone up recording the TV.
Like automatically.
Just cut the part you want.
Oh, yeah.
Put your phone up
That's
on
right.
the TV.
Yeah.
That's right.
Real professional.
Video-
Yeah.
Real good now, man.
Now, Hakio, do you envision Mortal Kombat characters working well within the Multiversus game mechanics?
Oh, my
I
God.
just want to see what your opinion of Mortal Kombat characters were.
I think characters like Mortal Kombat characters will flow perfectly into Multiverses.
Wow.
Once again, they are fighting game characters with aerials and grounded moves that we could pull from, and long list of lore and fighting mechanics that they have specific to them.
I know a lot of people questioned how their fatalities or implementing some sort of taunt fatality. I don't know how their fatalities would work.
Why would there be fatality?
With
No, you know what? He could do whatever he wants. Yo, you could rip off Bugs' head. Yo, that would be crazy.
that would be
Or
nice.
chop Finn in half.
Well, it's like a cartoony aesthetic. So Mortal Kombat characters with their fatalities, they might have to be dumbed down a little bit. I don't know. They're known for their gore and their blood. So I'd like to see that.
They could do the fatalities, but a big sensor ribbon would cover all the brutalities.
That's interesting. I like that.
Do like they did with
could work.
Punisher Xbox. When you put him in the wood chipper, it turns black and white.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
Hey,
Yeah.
yo, actually, listen, that'd be
Have
pretty
them
dope.
bring out a dummy of the character they're fighting and rip the head off.
Yeah, a fake ass. Actually, that'd be pretty awesome.
Stuffed
A
animals.
fake ass version. You see all the cotton come out of them.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Hakio, we have a question from the chat.
Ooh.
Will Multiversus Infinite launch with new content, or will it have the same content as the most recent update?
It will have new content where a lot of the development time, due to having such a large team, has been able to put into both bringing back and making sure we have access to all of the old content, along with implementing new content. The game, once again, is 100% free, no profit, no nothing along those lines. So all of this content will be that way. And then since there's like no affiliation or anything like that with Warner Bros., we're able to implement pretty much whatever we want, which is pretty cool.
wow.
That's pretty awesome.
Nice.
Chat is asking about speed. Isn't season 5 the speed of the demo of the beta?
Beta's still quicker.
Beta's still
Beta's
quicker.
definitely still quicker. Though I do, there's so many advantages with both of them. It's kind of just depends on the player,
Will it be like a star system where you can add speed if you want it?
Oh, that's actually that's like some old school Street Fighter shit right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Add
So
two-
people who match up with that speed can play online. I don't know how that would work.
Oh yeah, the speed thing. If you were able to adjust the speed levels.
Hakio, do you already have since you said the format of the character releases is gonna follow suit like the original Multiverses, like 2 per season? Do you already have the 2 planned for the 2 new characters planned?
Yes, but there are more than 2 in development, and which 2 are coming out first is still to be determined.
Oh, and
Interesting.
my second part question: are you a Thundercats fan?
I am interested, but I wouldn't say I've watched enough to be a full fan.
That was wild.
Sorry, that came from my chest.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Came from the depths of your soul.
One of these characters that you're planning for your first season wouldn't happen to have the nickname
Dude.
of Heisenberg, would they?
Oh my god.
Dude, stop.
No, you can't talk about
Hakio,
It's like
Hakio,
that
let's
was
pretend
like
like that didn't happen.
that was like the worst way of like trying to be slick I've ever heard.
Try
in
to
my life.
ruin this man's interview.
See, at least I said, "Are you a fan of
I'm
them?"
trying
you know,
to
at
be
least,
super
obvious.
You know,
I'm
like,
trying to be as inconspicuous as possible.
That was
not
not
opposite.
inconspicuous at all.
Drop some hints, but not really revealing.
You played the game. Talk about the game.
I have a PC. I have a PC.
yeah, you have a piece.
Hakio, how will you and the team go about doing reveal trailers for Multiversus Infinite?
Great question.
Part of keeping everything private is for the hype, and doing reveal trailers is definitely something we're interested. We have 2 people, since we've decided working on a few of these trailers, who for the last few months have been working on possibly building up a reveal trailer storyboard in it. And it is definitely something we'll want to do, kind of build up hype around how we're revealing these characters. Because if we were just going to not release them with any type of hype, might as well just tell y'all now.
Right.
But
Gotcha.
the mystery is kind of part of the fun of everybody wanting to know what comes out next.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the funny thing that Hakio left out is that he wants to do the reveal here live on the Level 857 podcast.
Not what I said.
He left that part completely.
Oh, we have
out.
another question. Radical Reggie wants to ask, will Turbo avoid me in this game like he avoids me in Street Fighter 6?
Most likely.
Yo, Reggie is slick.
Most likely.
That's a great question, though.
It is a
That's
great
question. It's great.
Reggie, Street Fighter 6 is going to be on Fighter Fridays this Friday. I'm going to be there. Let's see if you will. Let's see if you will.
So, back to chat. Chat was asking a question about the other form of currency in the game. What is it?
Gleamium.
Yes, they were asking about what's gonna happen with that.
So with the Gleamium system, obviously, since there's no cost, no profit, nothing will have a price tag associated with it. If somebody ever tries to say something in MVS Infinite cost, call them a liar and report it to somebody on my team. We want to find a way to where the Gleamium you have, we could turn it into a new currency that's 100% free, so you don't feel like you spent the money on the game and never actually got to use it. That being said, since everything's doesn't have a price tag or a cost anymore, it will not be returning, and we might plan to implement something like how gold worked in the beta, but on a lot easier system to earn. Because while we want it to be able to be earned, we don't want you to feel like you're grinding for a 9 to 5 just to unlock one skin. We want it to be like, oh, let me hop on today, unlock a skin, and call it a day. There's nothing too crazy, but still a way to earn some little cosmetics and stuff on those lines.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
That's dope. I saw something in the chat. Will Multiversus Infinite be a mod or a separate launcher?
It will be a mod. So we plan to basically give you a few additions to your game that allows us to implement our changes, which pretty much we are trying to keep it in the lines of respecting the work and honoring the work and the vision the original team have, while implementing changes to carry the love that the community has.
Nice.
Awesome.
Not bad.
I have a question. And I think that the original Multiverses didn't do this, and I hope they can, you guys don't do it as well. Smash Brothers did this, which I wasn't a fan of, is Echo Fighters. There will be no Echo Fighters, correct?
As of right now, our goal is to implement new stuff.
Nice.
There's no reason with a roster of only around 30 characters, just over, to take one and clone it and just like Marth and Lucina type.
Yeah.
When a lot of these characters, I'll give an example of Superman and Supergirl, completely different characters, use their abilities in completely different ways, fight in unique ways. So we'd rather avoid creating an Echo character and more make a character that resembles them, but in a whole new way.
You know what's funny? It's funny that he mentioned Supergirl, because I had this thought the other day, and I said, watch Supergirl be in the game and she can throw up and down. And I would be like, I would be so conflicted. Yeah. Like, I would be so conflicted.
Your new main.
I find it funny because the Powerpuff Girls have a vertical down throw.
I think Bubbles.
Right?
I think Bubbles, yeah. I think Bubbles has a throw or whatever, something like
And I
that.
was
It's
like,
in the game. It's still in the game.
I'm like, she has it, but they took it from Superman.
You know what the funny thing is? The reason why I played Multiversus is because I saw it in the trailer. He threw someone down. I said, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. And so disrespectful. It's just throwing someone straight down. And I'm like, and then when they took it away, I said, oh, God, why would you do that to me?
But they made it so weak anyway. Throwing left to right was
Yeah,
so
left to right is weak as hell. I'm like, man,
At least throw him. If you're gonna throw him.
Yeah,
Hakio, we
throw
got
people
another
to the sun.
question. We got another question from the chat. Will the servers be able to handle a big player count? Will they will you guys have like precautions taken to handle?
It's gonna be peer to peer though, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, gameplay will be peer-to-peer. Servers for matchmaking. It's our hope. Only one way to know, and that's testing it. So, to be determined. But our goal is to make sure matchmaking-wise, we'll be able to put you into, or it will be able to matchmake you with a decent amount of players.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, tech guy, it's just me who's on the throw. it's just me. I just always will complain about it. It's just something that upset me a lot.
So no shadow characters. So we're not gonna get like the Daffy Duck version of Bugs Bunny, like the old school bugs.
Oh, the brown bugs?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, no, they're
wasn't that his original design, right?
That was the old bugs. Yeah,
Yeah, that's old
horrible.
bugs.
Hakio, thank you for the super chat, Ring J.
Oh, thank you, Ray.
How
Ring J.
exactly will the game be able to be played by new players if it's a mod for the delisted download?
We're looking into ways where we can find or allow new players to play the game without infringing on distributing a Warner Bros. Licensed game.
Okay.
There is certain platforms that archive games that are lost, and there's a possibility through things like that.
Okay.
In the meantime, download your game now.
Yes.
yeah.
Go on Steam, get it now.
And also, what if someone just played on Epic Games? Are they able to play Multiversus Infinite, or is it just a Steam thing?
Yeah. So it, at the end of the day, is the same file system. But the reason I believe this question probably refers to with the cross progression system that we were able to implement. It's using your Steam ID to take your Multiversus data through Steam. It's a lot easier to navigate than Epic on the programming side.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, and with Steam, you can't download your game after it's gone if you downloaded it beforehand.
Right. If you have it on your hard drive, you're good.
Yeah, but if it's not, then I don't know.
Yeah, you're
Just-
kind of
you
you're screwed if you don't.
you can trick it sometimes. I've done it, but usually you can't.
Yeah.
No, if you mess up, people will get steamed.
Stop it. Stop it.
The viewer count dropped down to 0.
And
Why?
now everyone
Why?
just left the chat.
Oh, yeah, dude,
thanks,
thank you.
thanks for
Thank
that,
you for
Joe.
that.
Appreciate that.
That was my one joke quota for the podcast. That was it. That's it.
Well, don't let it happen again.
It's okay. That was the one joke.
Don't ever joke
I
again.
got it out of my system. Yeah, it's like Steam. I had to get that one in.
All right, and moving on, as you suck the energy out of the room completely. Hakio, is there a plan for a reveal trailer?
Yep, we definitely have a reveal trailer in plan. Right now, our goal is to build the best game and release the game when it's done, so when it's ready. We don't want to do what, let's say, Multiversus fans are used to and release a game with a lot of potential that doesn't seem to be tapped yet. We want to try to get all of the potential out and build the best game possible, then distribute it. So
Smart.
the trailer will come around when that time gets there.
Smart move.
Real quick, because I missed this question before. How will leaks be avoided with so many people on the project?
Tape to the mouth.
Tape
a
to
lot
the
of
mouth.
people
Tape to the
go
mouth.
through a pretty decent vetting process to where we talk to them, we get to know them, and then a lot of the team members, for example, the reason the team has been able to grow is it started out with being a bunch of people who applied and have the love for the game,
Nice.
and then there's a lot of these people who are friends with each other and things along that line. links are bound to happen, and it's something that tends to be unfortunate. But a lot of the team is putting in hard time and hard effort into this project, and also it has a great love for teasing and kind of like keeping it private for now, so the bigger release is more entertaining and more fun.
I was waiting for the answer to be, "Don't worry about it." His voice gets mad deep. Don't
We
worry.
have ways.
We have
Taken
ways.
care of.
You hear in the background, "Help!"
Yeah.
What's that?
I have many skills.
It's like our team gets 10 lashes. 10 lashes for everyone.
No problem.
Got to rule with an iron fist.
Yeah.
That's Singapore punishment.
Damn, man.
I'm sorry.
You all right?
Yeah, televised.
I'm just giving out ideas.
Stop drinking.
I got a question. What do you think would make an interesting character? Daenerys Targaryen or Jon Snow? Which
So
one?
listen, enough of those questions.
I just wanted to see what his thoughts were.
Listen, I got a question. So, for the fighting game community, you know, Smash Brothers the Smash Brothers Melee mod is hugely popular. They ran a whole bunch of tournaments and stuff like that. It's a huge fan base with that. Is there plans to have any like a tournament edition or anything like that?
We are definitely interested in a competitive scene, and we've also partnered in development with two very notable esports teams in the MVS scene. One being Igloo Esports, ran by Draco. Check out his Twitch, huge fan. He's actually hosting a tournament right now. And then the other one that we're teaming up with is another Multiversus focused esports team called Toon Force, ran by Bob the Midnight Dancer and Riley. And there's a voice actor trailer being worked on by Toon Force for us right now. So we definitely are interested in the competitive scene and are working with esports teams that were specifically founded for multi to try to stay true to the love and the passion the game had.
That's dope.
Cool. All right.
I have a character question, but it's a little tricky. All right. And I'm not baiting you to reveal anything. All right.
Here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
So,
Okay.
so obviously in the Multiversus trailer, they had, a bunch of teasers in the background, and one of the teasers in the Teen Titan Tower, they had, Robin in the background or whatever. And everyone obviously assumes at some point in time, Robin is going to be in Multiversus.
You got LeBron Robin.
No, not LeBron Robin. That is not. That's not a thing.
Damn.
But I always wondered. I'm like, Robin would be cool, but I'm like, there's so many different Robins. You got Bowstick Robin.
Titans Robin.
You got
Katana Robin.
Katana
Damian
Robin.
Wayne.
Damian.
Yeah, Damian Wayne. Drake. Not Drake, the singer.
Teen Titans Go.
You got Nightwing, but he was originally Robin. There's so many different ways to go about it. Now, not saying he's in the game, not saying you're working on him, but how would you go about it? Would you pick a specific one? Or would you be like, these are all separate characters? Like, how would you?
All skins.
One skin has a bow, the other one has a. Yeah, that's tough. I wouldn't even know what to fucking do, to be honest.
When it comes to choices, specifically about characters that have multiple personas, let's put it that way. So Robin's an example, Green Lantern's an example. It's a case by case thing.
Yeah.
And so it just depends on what the team feels is best at that time, what we feel the community would want. Might even ask for some community insight, and we'll probably go off of that.
I think the chat wants the Teen Titans Go Robin.
Fuck no. Absolutely not.
I mean, honestly,
No.
honestly, if they
As a skin, sure, but like, no.
honestly,
A lot
what
of
they could
personality,
do
man.
if they wanna appease all the fans, all the Robin fans, they could have Nightwing, then they could have Damian Wayne, then they could have Red Robin.
Well, like all separate characters, pretty
Yes,
much.
all separate characters.
technically,
all
they're
fight differently.
No, LeBron. No, we can get rid of him. We can get him out of the game. Actually,
Damn.
but they did mention Teen Titans Go. They did mention Teen Titans Go, which actually had the Thundercats in an episode. Just so you know, I'm just throwing it out there. The Thundercats were in an episode, so they are relevant. And Lionel was in it. He was in
There's a question in the chat.
Superman's throw. No, I'm just kidding.
When you're stumped, just throw it in.
I want to get it out there because it's been asked a lot.
All right, go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
So Blitz Curse asked if how do you guys feel about the jab problem, and is there any way
About
you
the
can
jab
stop
problem?
it? Yeah.
So that's one thing that we've been looking into balancing. And if you look at the roster and you go through, you'll realize since jab is attached to F tilt, neutral is usually a kill move. Then that leaves down tilt, and it tends to be that down tilt is another type of kill move instead of combo move. So we're planning on finding ways to implement more branch windows. So jab is not the only way you have to start a combo, and you don't have to do aerial into jab into aerial into jab. You can maybe do aerial down tilt jab up to and just loop it back and forth. Whether that's through implementing things like land cancels, whether that's adding more combo routes to moves that may have been a kill move, changing its functionality is still up in the air and still will need to be play tested and determined that way. But we definitely do want to increase the variety of combo routes to where it's not just one combo throughout the whole game. You do it 8 times and that's how you play, and where it's also not just who can win the jab off.
Nice. Okay.
Not bad. Not bad.
Is that what y'all wanted to hear, chat?
Yeah. It's fun. Like looking in the chat, like there's so many like fans of Robin, but like everyone likes different Robins, and I'm like, damn, you might have to add them all.
Yeah,
Like,
and they said
they're all different people, which is crazy.
I can't believe I forgot to mention Red Hood.
Yeah, and then you got Red Hood. It's
Wow.
like, damn, this
Spoiler.
What?
is spoiler. He
Spoiler.
says.
Man,
This dude
What's that to do with
says.
Robin?
Oh my God! Mute his mic. Get him off this podcast right now.
I got stupider from that comment.
Get this man out of here.
What's up, Red Hood?
Oh,
Wait and watch
man.
that.
He said Red Hood's not Robin.
Hakio, do you have a release date, rollout, launch window plan for this? Any goal in mind? Or
We plan to release the game when it is finished.
Yes.
So,
I love that answer. That is the
we'll
hold on. Ron-
Find an exact date is as soon as we can. But we want to release the best game possible, so we're gonna wait until it's finished.
That's the best.
Alrighty.
That's
God
the
bless
best.
you,
I
man.
really, 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 really appreciate that answer.
That's the best
God
answer
bless.
I've heard. That's the best answer.
Yes.
and
And you know, it takes time to get that throwback.
what are you talking about?
I said the
What are you
rollback.
talking
I said the rollback. Oh, you
He's right.
you misheard me. The rollback.
Yeah.
I said.
So wait, rollback netcode will be included, right?
no?
So let me actually get the documentation so I can correctly say it. So it's going to be servers for matchmaking, peer-to-peer, and then let me find the exact. It is dedicated netcode, and it is delayed synchronized.
Okay.
Okay.
To make sure I wasn't
Okay.
spreading misinformation.
No.
Okay. No, perfect.
Delay netcode. Yep. They have to keep the cost low. It costs money for
Of course,
robust
I
service
get
and
it.
stuff. You know.
Turbo don't know
I
anything
get it.
about that.
No, Turbo's just saying shit.
Nah, man.
He just said-
I
he just
know
saying
about.
things.
I know gigs.
He
and
has a
Rams.
PC, guys.
He has a PC. He has a PC.
He has a
He has a
PC.
PC.
I
He has
know.
a personal computer.
I know gigs and Rams, man. Gigs and Rams. You know,
Why does that sound weird when you say it?
Because he doesn't know what it means.
Turbo got floppy disks.
gigs and Rams.
He's just throwing out computer jargon like he knows what he's talking about.
He's throwing out terms.
I know CPU, GPUs. I got that. I got that.
And chat, he did not change any release date. He just said when it's done. It doesn't mean
Yeah.
anything about a release date.
Meaning
Yeah.
he wants you to be happy when it's out, so
Yes.
it plays well.
Right.
We don't want any mistakes.
Tech guy, if we gotta wait that long,
20, yeah,
so be it.
definitely before that day. I can't confirm.
Tech guy is impatient.
Will it be,
You gotta calm yourself.
will it be before GTA 6?
Hey.
Whoa.
GTA 6.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I think everything is before GTA 6.
GTA 6 is gonna be delayed. It's
Sir,
gonna
John
be delayed.
Cena turned heel before we got GTA 6. That was
That
crazy.
is true. That is true.
Spoiler.
Oh,
Spoiler.
man.
Oh, if you say spoiler one more time.
I can't.
Hakio, are you a Game of Thrones fan?
I am.
I had a concept. So I was a
Amazing.
I had a big fan of Ned Stark. I had an idea of if he was in Multiversus, he takes his head off and he throws it at you.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
What do you think?
That is.
Wow.
You're sitting on this idea, dude.
Wow.
Me and the team are thankful for the insight and consideration.
Hakio, if you want to say it sucks, you can just say it sucks.
No,
By all means.
he
what's up?
appreciates it.
Should be in the cinema only.
Dude, you were sitting
Actually,
on
no,
that
what
stupid.
if you had Ned Stark, he could be a character from Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones.
Oh, he could be Boromir and he could be Ned Stark as a separate skin. He could be in both.
Oh, man.
He could be
So
in
it's
both.
possible.
And Ned Stark takes his head off.
But no,
Oh,
not
dear
that
God.
move. No.
Wow.
Unless it was a Mortal Kombat character that did it.
I can't.
Damn.
Bad.
Then you could tie it all in together. That would be one happy family.
Full circle.
Hakio, I think you should consider looking into the Silverhawks.
Ooh.
Why?
Okay.
Why?
What do you
Listen,
Why?
listen, no, you don't get. If I don't get fucking Thundercats, you don't get Silverhawks. All right?
That's what
I didn't say I didn't want Thundercats, bro.
You see, they did a crossover with Thundercats and He-Man figures. It's so weird.
They did it.
Yeah.
That is weird.
It's so.
Do they look
Yeah.
okay?
They did a
No,
crossover.
not
Nah,
really.
look, it's just
It's
odd. They did.
He-Man.
I think they did a crossover with Ninja Turtles and He-Man as well.
Wait, He-Man's not.
Really?
He-Man's not Warner Brothers, right? That's Hasbro, right?
Yeah.
Mattel? Oh no, I ain't getting it wrong.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's Hasbro. Fuck.
Hasbro.
Fuck. Taking away my damn childhood right here on the podcast.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
Turbo, you got a question?
I did a second ago.
No, Turbo has no more questions.
No.
Damn. Oh, he's gonna say some. He's gonna say some character shit.
Yeah,
again.
he's gonna.
Stay away from characters. goddamn.
I'm not going to say characters. My questions were not about the characters.
I don't even know what you just said.
I asked a question. I had a question in my head that I was really going to ask. But go ahead. Ask one.
Okay, I'm trying to think of what I didn't. I went over that one. I went over that one. Characters. I already mentioned that one. Those are more.
Legolas and Gimli would be great.
No, not Gimli. Legolas and Gandalf, dude.
Well, Gimli's still good.
Gimli's like 2 feet tall. You can't hit him. You'll be another. It'll be another Finn. Can't have that problem.
He would be taller than Finn.
No, he won't.
I think
he's
he
a
would be tall.
dwarf.
But he's taller than Finn, I would imagine, and Steven Universe.
Let's not. We can figure this out later.
I was about to say this might get offensive. we don't want to get canceled on that, on that take.
Can we add Willow?
Yo, no, that's Disney. Fuck.
I know it's Disney.
Dude, no, it would have been Mad Martin, man. I would have been like,
Hakio, yeah, here we go. How's the music going to work? Because music gets licensed and stuff like that. How's that gonna be dealt with in the game? As far as tracks you're gonna be using one that's already in the game. How's new music going to be implemented? How's that gonna work?
We'll definitely be keeping the music that's already in the game.
Mhm.
And when it comes to OST and music and things under that umbrella, we have a few specific OST people that will take probably already used Warner Bros. Music and tweak it up. Think of like the Scooby-Doo theme, for example, and basically implement music that way. Where we are honoring it, but adding a few tweaks, but still we won't own the rights, or it won't be anything that we are completely or affiliated with.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Not bad.
Do you remember on the Xbox 360 where you can add your own soundtrack by just having a playlist?
oh,
I missed that so much.
I used to
was a
have the
great
best
feature.
soundtracks, man.
Is there something you guys can do, because you guys are geniuses? You can probably figure this out. Can you do something where you can put your own soundtrack in for these stages?
Oh my god, that'd be
Amazing.
awesome.
That is definitely a possibility we would have to look into in the future. It falls under the clipping umbrella, or like that media umbrella, to where it's not the major focus. The major focus is the best gameplay, the best play experience. And then once you can log on and have an amazing time and have fun gameplay, that's when we'll start implementing a lot of these more aesthetic or media based or changes like that.
Nice. I'll remind you in 6 months.
I'll remind you in 6 months.
It's on PC, man. You can do that stuff.
Turbo has a PC.
I have a
As we
PC.
know.
I have
As
a
we know.
PC. He owns a
With
PC.
the floppy disk.
wow.
With a floppy
Not
disk.
all of us have a PC, by the way.
Yeah.
Some of us are stuck with console.
Nah, with inflation and everything, prices rising, not a lot of people gonna have PCs.
Oh my god.
The only
Wow.
PCs
You're the
people are
last
gonna have is
person.
being
man.
politically correct.
That sounded
PC.
so old.
Okay,
That sounded
so-
so old. How did that sound so old?
Anyway,
Yo, Ring J5, thanks for the super
Yes.
chat.
Oh my gosh,
Thank you
How-
again, man.
He says, how does the game handle the exclusive test alpha Evo only cosmetics? Are they grindable or only accessible if you have them and had them and save transfer them?
Grind.
Whether we keep them towards the people who already own them, keep it that way, or implement our own, or do something under that lines is a lot more to be determined on the very, very specifics of the badges. That being said, there will be certain badges like that the dev team will have, or that people of the community might be able to get, and things like that. Badges relating to rage quitting, maybe.
Yes, that's like the best fucking
Is a
idea. I swear to God,
possibility.
that's amazing.
But yeah, when it comes to how badges that were previously exclusive and cosmetics that were previously exclusive will be unlocked, if it's like an Evo first place badge or something under those lines, we're probably going to keep it exclusive. But if it's like, I don't know how to describe it, there's a banner that a bunch of people use that you could only get if you're in the alpha, that will be back on being available, and a lot of the very, very exclusives and things like that.
Nice.
Interesting.
I'm trying to find the comment because it just went up. It was a very important comment, and I want to reread it. Where is it? I think it was right before. I think it was right after Chalk mentioned Silverhawks. Oh, there it goes. Shadow Master 7 Music says Thundercats is good too.
Wow.
Very cool.
Wow.
It's very important. Just wanted to bring that up because it's a big deal. Actually, I have another question because someone brought up a character. But like, you know how Iron Giant is a very large character, and trying to get his moves to be properly with the hit, done with the hitboxes and all that. It was definitely a challenge because they had to remove him at one point. A lot of people rumor, Godzilla and King Kong. If there's any other big characters that are coming for Multiversus Infinite, how do you guys plan to tackle large characters in the game that are the size of Iron Giant?
Since we don't have a set date, we'll need to launch these characters and things like that, and we don't have a company behind us saying like, "Hey, do it like this." We will playtest.
Nice.
Right now, our playtesters are a lot of the top players, competitive players like Feos, Jungle, Fat Pack, all these people who enter tournaments, win, and place like crazy, along with some other players from other competitive games.
Wow.
When it comes to playtesting, our main focus is making sure we can not launch a character with these loops that it took one person finding and then posting it on Twitter, and then next thing you know, you have 17 Iron Giants touching you once and eliminating you. So we wanted to recruit all of these players who are, for lack of better terms, lab demons, and are able to take these characters and grind and like find the best routes and then balance accordingly and just go through an extensive playtesting phase to implement the best changes possible.
Nice. I'm liking everything I'm hearing right now. It's getting me very excited. With the exception of the no enthusiasm for Thundercats. But
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I have a question. Is there anything, because I could see, as the chat continues to scroll, everyone's just kind of looking for something, a little taste of. Do you have any kind of exclusive thing to announce to the chat to kind of calm them down? Is there any hint of a character, any hint of a stage, or any hint of a cosmetic or something?
Well, let me ask this real quick.
Damn, you cut off my question.
Yeah.
You killed all the momentum.
Wow.
Are there any characters that you have hinted at in your current poster that you have on your promo?
Could have followed that after my question.
There has been a certain character, I want to say teased almost 8 times now, along with throughout multiple of our graphics and things posted, there has been multiple teases hidden within.
Look closely, everyone.
Shaggy's coming back. Everyone.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm happy to announce Multiversus is coming.
Batman has been announced. Batman has been announced.
That's wild.
Yes. Now, Hakio, have you worked on other projects? You seem very talented taking this whole thing on. As the lead of this fan project, and you've been able to answer every single question thrown at you, very articulately. Are you working on any other projects on the side? Have you done something in the past that you want to throw out to the people?
Right now, my experience coming into MVS Infinite is inside of the cybersecurity world. I've helped manage teams and do things like that for years, developing tools, things relating to my job. And right now I'm in the process of getting my own nonprofit started in that type of world. So I have a bunch of business management and experience in that front, along with taking advice and understanding like, hey, my decisions or my ideas are not always the best ones. And sometimes it's best to, for example, my experience is programming. That being said, it's a lot more Red Hat security. So I've had people like the Thinny, who's our lead programmer, amazing dude, huge shout out. And I've listened to his advice and took it over my own thoughts. Or when it comes to the art side, where I'm not as experienced, and I feel like being able to manage and lead things correctly is also knowing when you're not knowledgeable and when to take other people's advice. So I've had people like Archdan Meavers, huge shout out to him, Chomper, and a bunch of my artists who they've given me their personal opinion, and me knowing they know more than I do there, I just took it and I'm like, okay, if you say that's what's best, I'm going to trust you, and I'm going to use the knowledge that you have to best benefit the project.
It's awesome. That's awesome. No, that's what it takes. That's what it takes. Being able to get influences from outside sources, or part of your team, inside sources, other than outside of your own ideas. That's great. That's great.
Mass Produce says, any plans on going outside the WB universe?
To be determined.
Ooh. Ooh.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. I think that means yes.
Wow.
What the hell?
Wow. Turbo's always the guy that will put words into the person we're interviewing's mouth just for his own enjoyment.
Oh, man.
I don't know why. Maybe he's bored.
To be determined means nothing of the sort.
Nothing.
I got a question.
Okay.
And I don't know if you're probably not working on this particular character that I'm talking about, but if you were to work on this character, how would you make Voltron work?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What the hell?
Iron Giant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skin Iron Giant.
Make him work
No,
well. Like,
don't disrespect Voltron
I'll
like
just
that.
leave it there.
That's
make
how
him
you would
work
do it.
well.
If he was in the game, I'd be mad. I'm like, get your big ass out of here. There's no room.
It would just be a leg.
Yeah, like get this big ass dude up out of here.
Five
Actually, Iron
characters.
Giant is
put
pretty
together.
damn big too. In comparison,
Iron
He's probably
Giant
the
shouldn't
same
even
size.
be. I know what they tried to do, but he shouldn't even be in the game. Man, it takes up too much damn fucking space.
Good movie, but you don't have to be in it.
Damn.
It was. It was.
There should be an alternate skin with Vin Diesel's head.
Stop.
What? He voiced them.
Yes, he did.
Put Vin Diesel's head on Iron Giant.
Wow.
Just his head.
That's it.
Just his head. On
That's
Wow.
right. He did voice him, right?
Gonna be like, it's about family.
No.
Oh no.
No.
That's too much.
Oh man.
No.
All right. Sorry.
All right, who else got one?
Let me see. Someone else doing one. I got one that I'll throw in after the next question.
Okay, I mean, there was something you mentioned before about the ranking system, and I'm not sure if it answered my question in regards to it, but I'll ask. Hopefully, it doesn't sound repetitive. But yeah, the ranking system, the issue that we had with the one prior was it would restart every season. Are you guys going to follow the same format with the diamond, the platinum, the diamond, and all that? Or are you going to kind of have your own little spin on it?
Oh, that.
The goal for MVS Infinite as a whole, and this includes the ranking system, is using what the developers, the team, Multiversus, and Warner Bros. Has built already, and honoring that legacy, but also building something new upon it and trying to improve it in a way that the fans love and things like that. So we're trying to find the best mix of using what's already there, honoring what they have, and trying to implement our own twist out of our love for what they've built.
Awesome.
Interesting.
It should be like a legacy thing that keeps everything as far as your ranking, and then like a weekly or whatever, or monthly for separate online stuff.
Yeah,
Interesting.
the way I was thinking, I was like, I don't mind it like keeping stats for the season, but like kind of have a, the whole time that you've been playing.
Like to have a bracket.
Yeah,
So
like
you can see who's in the lead for the month or
Yeah.
who's in the lead for the year. Well, they do that to get rid of the cheaters. So you get
Yeah.
stuck up there, and the whole top 10 is like the same people, the infinite wins.
Yeah,
That's the reason they do it.
yeah. It's very tough to. I mean, especially when it comes to cheaters, like in fighting games, it's so tough it's so hard to stop them.
It shouldn't take away your diamond rank though. Like
Yeah.
the rank they shouldn't take away, but the stats
Yeah,
that maybe should change, but you should keep whatever you had, like as far as your standing.
yeah,
'Cause it doesn't matter if you see like 100 diamonds, like it doesn't matter.
yeah. It's if you see 100 diamonds and they're all the same character, there's a fucking problem. There is a problem.
It shows who you should
Oh, there's
change.
100 fins up there. Oh, I wonder why. I wonder why.
I did see a question in the chat about is there going to be any type of anti-cheat? And how do you plan on stopping cheaters? Because it's on PC.
By finding their
With
location.
force.
yeah. Finding their location and having a talk with them.
So that is one thing that the dev team has been talking about extensively. Well, obviously, we won't be able to purchase or like buy an anti-cheat to use in the game. We are looking into ways to be like, hey, don't cheat. Like, what can we do to prevent it, and be like, in ways that we can punish cheaters without having said tools that old Multiversus had and things along those lines.
Just hire the mafia, man. That's all.
Hire the mafia. See, I used to. That's why I used
out
to.
of our budget.
A little out of our budget.
I used to love recording the matches in Smash Bros. Because I would show you how I got cheated. I'm like, look at that. Do you see
Yeah.
that? Like I just
Yeah.
so you could see what happened.
Yeah.
Or when we would record our Multiversus Maniacs, the show that we do on the channel, and this is before they. Oh my God, it was hilarious. There was so much wrong with the hitboxes. I think it was season 3, and yeah, there was a Morty who knocked me out, and if you replay it, that he did not hit me. Like the hitbox was so bad. I said, dude, look, I'm not even fucking lying. I got sent out by nothing. by the air he whiffed. I'm like, this has to be fixed. I was so angry. So mad.
Will you be able to play this on the Steam Deck?
On the Steam app?
On the Steam Deck.
A Steam Deck is pretty much just a portable PC. So yeah.
Turbo has a PC.
I don't have a Steam Deck though. I might have to
You don't
change
have a
it.
Steam
I
Deck.
might have to have a Steam
That's
Deck.
another 10 years.
I heard Turbo has a modem too.
Yes,
56K.
56K.
on what, the Dreamcast?
Oh God, I remember that.
Actually,
So slow.
Hakio, could you tell me? You sent me the MVS backup tool demo. I can't.
Oh,
put,
yeah.
I
Okay,
can't
we
put
can walk
audio,
through
so
it.
if you could just walk us through. I'm gonna play the video here. Hold on, let me get that up.
So pretty much we've been working on developing a way for you to bring your data from Multiversus to MVS Infinite. That being said, this tool is 100% open source. Huge shout out to the Thinny, notable modder in Warner Bros. Game scene. He's the person who made and developed the Floyd tracker for Pink Floyd more recently.
Oh wow.
It's one of his notable achievements, but he's a legend in the MK scene and he helped develop this. So huge shout out on his end.
Nice.
So the whole tool is linked on GitHub, which is attached to the Twitter post inside of the, and then inside of the Discord and all of that. 100% open source for you to look into and things like that. So this is the online version. This version is the alternative for if you can't access it on console. But right now it's going to show you the actual tool. So pretty much all this tool does is it tells the system to copy the file and then it saves the files in a different location. Due to it being downloaded from GitHub and unlicensed, it will go through there. If you run it through something like VirusTotal or a malware checker, you'll see it's like 10 out of 70 and it's just 100% safe. That being said, obviously do your own research, look into the code if you are skeptical. And then this is for the console side. So all you have to do is go to your Warner Bros. Account and link it to your Steam. And then you just type in the password. It doesn't even have to be your personal Steam. It can be any Steam account. And then you just verify and it will give you a download. And then there is a zip you'll get. This zip will have all of your data regarding to Multiversus. And if you want to look through it, it's a pretty fun thing to do. Just look through the JSON. And then you, at a later date, we'll post a place for you guys to drop off and send all of this data to us. And we'll be able to put you guys right inside of our server and start out right where you left off.
Nice.
That's dope.
Dope.
Pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I should be able to handle that. I should be
You
able to.
should be able to
That's not.
handle
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yes,
On your
you can go to the
56K
website.
modem.
Yeah.
You can go to the website. That's about it.
On your PC.
On your PC.
Oh my
You
God.
talk to him like a child.
Look, it's not. It's not. You know, it's not easy. It's not easy for everybody. You know, it's not easy.
You also sent us a video with the voice actors and everything.
Yeah. We recently posted it on the Twitter. So this is just a little voice actor tease. There will be more coming. Just some of the new lines voiced by our new voice actors. Just a little showcase of some of the stuff behind the scenes and what they've been working on. Huge shout out to some of these voice actors. This trailer is for Bob Carter, amazing person, Gonz Fam Nix Gonzalez, and Potent Frog. Love working with all of them. Some of my favorite people to talk to. And it's been an amazing time. Huge shout out to them. Their impressions are amazing. Always entertaining to talk to somebody who on the fly can just turn into Bugs Bunny or something crazy like that.
Awesome.
That is great. That's great. They're able to lend their talents.
And this is all for the love of the game.
Yeah, man.
You like to see that, man. You like to see that. How many characters still don't have voice actors?
I would have to check. There's a few. Some of the hardest roles to recruit for are obviously female voice actors. Not as many people to go to, sadly. But there's quite a decent amount of the roles being that are already filled. We've been doing posts, just kind of announcing some of these voice actors. Let me see. Inside of the court, there is a specific section that links where you could just throw in any of your voice acting auditions if you're interested in.
Okay.
Our lead, Gon's family, Gonzalez, he goes through, listens to them, and if he finds one that's really interested, and he'll shoot it to the team. We'll kind of talk about it, and all goes well, then we'll shoot you a DM and things like that.
I could be the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah. What?
You know, that would be amazing.
I'm gonna see the list of characters. It might be. Maybe I could do
what
like
the hell are you gonna voice act
the
for?
Martian dude.
Marvin.
The Martian dude.
Send in your recording.
The Martian dude?
He doesn't even know his name.
Yeah.
We don't need your audition now. Just send in your recording.
No, I'll give it a shot right now.
No,
Come on, man.
please,
no.
This
please.
isn't a live audition, man.
Oh my
Live
god.
audition.
Come on.
Shamelessly plugging himself.
Oh my god. I can't deal.
Yeah, for real, Powerpuff Girls. I got this.
Powerpuff Girls.
You don't believe me?
Yo, I would love to hear it. I would love to.
I gotta let my voice on.
Like Aquaman doesn't look too hard. Like his lines look.
Oh, his
pretty
lines
good.
are very easy. Fish of the sea. That shit's mad easy. I'm like that.
You should do that.
Yeah, it's mad easy, man. I'm
You
like,
said that list is available where?
I didn't say
Oh,
it.
it's in inside of the Discord. So if you go into our MVS Infinite Discord server, there is a section called Voice Actor Auditions. If you go in there, the first thing is taking roles, and you just create a new post, and it pretty much just you record a voice clip, we listen to it, we talk about it, and then see what happens.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
That's pretty cool.
Some of y'all in chat might be there. Let's see. Get your voice in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yo, I have so much
They need
like
an old guy for you.
an old. Oh yes, I could definitely. Yo, is there an old decrepit man as a character? Because I could knock that out the park. I was gonna say Gandalf, but he's not decrepit.
He's not decrepit.
He actually has life in him. You know, like he sounds
Maybe
like
when
he's.
he wakes up, he might.
Yeah, maybe, but that wouldn't work. The voice that I do is just too old. It just wouldn't work. You know?
Run, you fools.
About the Wicked Witch.
No, she's already done. Wicked Witch is already done, right?
He didn't say.
Yeah, okay. Oh, really?
No.
Oh, my pretty! You see, that was amazing. You didn't even see that coming. I got a lot of voices. I didn't even tell y'all about it.
That's what you get. Then.
Now, Hakio, the ring outs, they're coming back also. They're going to have a. I never got the. I wanted to get that machete one with Jason, but it was just too much money. And now that money's not a thing, it's going to be easier to unlock the ring outs now, right?
Oh yeah.
Money's not a thing. though.
Well, there will be some cosmetics that you unlock with playtime and things like that. The amount of playtime required and things like that will be way toned down a bunch because playtime is just playtime. There's no profit. There's no money. There's nothing happening that way. So yeah, the cosmetics that might have been removed or things like that are all coming back.
Interesting.
Oh, I have a similar question that I asked about Robin. Okay, so if you're familiar with the Maximilian Dude YouTube channel, he brought up a point before about if Neo was implemented in Multiversus, about what Neo would be used, because in the first movie, he was doing the guns and the kung fu, but in the second one, he was kind of like Superman. So not saying, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying Neo is in the game, or he's even being worked on. But if he was being worked on, how would you guys tackle? What version would you use?
Skin him on the agent.
That's once again just case by case. An example would be maybe take a little bit from both movies, maybe focus on one, focus on the other. But it's a case by case scenario that the team will decide when those times come and use our best judgment along with what the community says and things like that.
If he was in the game, he's probably the easiest to voice act for.
Whoa.
Yes. Yeah. There's only like 3 words.
Nah, he's not John Wick.
It's the same guy. It's John Wick. John Wick is
same voice.
Neo and John Wick are the same guy.
John Wick has no line.
I'm thinking I'm back.
I'm here.
I can't with
Just
y'all.
give Superman sunglasses.
Just give
Wow.
Superman
Wow.
sunglasses.
Superman sunglasses.
And a trench coat.
And they'll give Neo the throw.
Yes. And then you'd be a maid.
I'd be like,
Doesn't
fuck.
matter. He'd be a maid.
I'd be so upset. That would be just to taunt me.
Yeah. He'd be a great character. I like to see him. Would like to
Chat,
see
let
him.
us know if there's anything that you'd like to know.
Yes.
Any more questions you guys got? Because we will throw them up now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Throw out your questions, chat, and also hit the like button because I see a bunch of y'all didn't hit it yet, and that offends me.
True.
It offends me. And
They
if you,
win. They said if they don't hear another turbo joke, they head like.
oh, there we go.
I can't promise that though. Yeah, I can't. I got a zinger right now.
Hakio.
Oh God.
Jeez. Is there any a projection that there's any gameplay to be shown off?
Gameplay will be started to show off. Most probably the way that we're planning on going about it is gameplay won't be shown off until the game closure. This is to let Multiversus that is still alive honor it, let the main focus be on them, let the game live out the rest of its lifespan before we start fully promoting and fully going into MVS Infinite. So post May 31st tends to be how it will be is the first few playtests and things like that will be private, will be locked in just for like the dev team, the playtesters and things like that. But once so say we just finished character 1 and then we play tested them and then we're starting character 2, that's around the time that we would start showing that gameplay. So you guys will always just be slightly behind. That way it gives us some development room, gives us some space. But gameplay footage and things like that will be coming in the next few months and nearest future.
That's fair.
And you'll hear it here first on the Level 8
That's fair.
I'm sorry.
Multiversus needs to go off into the sunset first. That's fair. That's fair.
That makes perfect sense.
When is that? May 20th? Is that when its last day is?
Is it 20?
May 31st.
31st.
Oh, that's when it's officially. Oh, this month. Okay, wow.
Wow.
Nice.
Another one from Blitz Curse. He says, how do you guys feel about aerials floating above the ground with landing with them? He says, me personally, I think they should be auto cancel from the air to the ground, and the only time that they should float is when you land. Or when you something.
Yeah. I add.
Yeah, we are looking into the ground cancels and what specific moves and things along those lines are going, or what moves we should add ground cancels to, if we should add ground cancels. Is it balanced? Should we play test it? But it is definitely something we've looked into and are discussing and are internally about to start play testing and messing with to find the best route for every single move.
Interesting.
Not bad. Not bad.
Turbo, you got something?
Let me see.
Something that's not nonsense?
No, let's see. I got the ring out thing. That's ring out. Yeah, I did my little thing about Game of Thrones to put the hit in there for that. Breaking Bad, Mortal Kombat. I kind of got that in there. Those are my questions that. Yeah, I got most of Scorpion. You know, you guys have to, and Raiden, they have to be made. They have to be.
What? I don't see the sense in
I'm going to hit-
blatantly asking if someone's in the game.
I'm making a plea. I'm like Scorpion,
You sound
Raiden,
like
they gotta be.
someone in chat that we don't want to talk about. You're not the person who's supposed to be doing the interview. We questions like
I
that.
am that guy in the chat.
Oh, wow.
Bro.
I'm him.
I'm blocking you in
Yeah,
the chat.
you're gonna be blocked right now.
Muting
your mic.
now.
Dude.
Quick question, Hakio. When it comes to multiverses, are there a lot of is there a lot of like things with Smash Brothers that work in Smash Brothers that you think would work in multiverses that haven't been implemented? I know that the shields have been tried and not executed correctly, but is there a certain game flow or something that they got working very tight and very good that multiverses needs that you think?
Looking at other platform fighters like Smash Bros, like Nick All-Stars, like all of these games that have been around a little bit longer than Multiverses and have a history to go off of, is one of the main things that we started our concept team doing, is looking at the past and seeing what we can learn from to build the future of MVS and MVS Infinite. So things that we've looked into, like I said earlier, are the land cancel system, Brawl's story mode, amazing.
I love that.
So
story
we've
mode.
looked into that, and just a bunch of these little like more specific ones I won't completely get into. But yeah, there's a lot of inspiration that we're looking into other platform fighter games. But at the end of the day, our goal is not to make Smash Bros. Infinite.
Right.
Our goal isn't to make Nickelodeon Infinite. It's to make Multiversus Infinite. So our goal is to keep the Multiversus identity and maybe add some of these changes with a Multiversus twist.
Nice. I dig that. I think the number one thing of Multiverses that really separates it from everything else is I love the 2v2s, man. There's so much strategy involved in 2v2s that is just addicting and it's just so fun. And different player combinations. Like, I think on the channel we me and Turbo play 2v2s a lot, and to see Aquaman and Agent Smith as a team is complete nonsense. It's just, you have dolphins flying everywhere, you have guns being, it's just the most, it's on the screen right now. It's the most chaotic nonsense, but it's beautiful at the same time.
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah, it's the complete odd couple. Out of any team that we pick, it's complete craziness. Is there any character that you use that you are best paired up with?
One of my favorite is I play with a player named Feos quite a decent amount, and we enjoy like running Steven Rain Dog or like Nubia Wonder Woman, Raven Wonder Woman. So there's a bunch of fun compositions there. Gizmo, Raven, some things like that.
Oh, I hate Gizmo so much.
I'm not a big fan of Gizmo.
I hate him.
Hakio, we have another question from the chat from Javion Williams. He wanted to know, is there any way we can help with the production or promoting the game once it's out?
Oh yeah, just word of mouth is one of the best way. If you're interested in anything production wise, always feel free to like reach out to the team using the server or using the Discord, things along those lines. So yeah, there's definitely ways, like if you have a skill set that could be amazing or like you feel could help the team with development and things like that, feel free, reach out and you can do it that way. Word of mouth is one of the best ways to promote just things along those lines.
Okay.
Dope.
Awesome. Oh, yes.
Anybody else?
I don't know if I forgot the answer, but did you say that you like the beta speed better?
Better, I wouldn't say. I'd say they both have their own twist, their own things that I love about them. That being said, I feel like they both have improvements that could be made, and I'm just trying to make sure that we go about improving things in the best way possible.
We shall see that.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Turbo, I see you typing.
No, yeah. How long do you see yourself supporting this project? Like, I'm curious to see, when do you think, do you have a end goal of how big you want to see the roster and stages and features? How long do you envision yourself staying with this project?
Well, as the name kind of suggests, it's Multiversus Infinite. I feel like it can go as long as we're able to, and as long as people play and people have fun, we'd love to encourage that and keep it going.
Yeah,
Nice. And that's what the true fans of the game want to hear.
Yeah,
that's awesome though.
That it can live on
That
even
is awesome.
after death. It's a true comic book death. It
Oh,
can
okay.
Come back.
yeah. You can always
You
come
can bring
back,
it back.
man.
That's true.
You always come back.
We have another question from the chat.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about the shield breaker mechanic? In my experience, it's kind of inconsistent. Have you all thought about universal grabs instead?
There's obviously with the implementation of shields, that is something that you begin to think about, because in any type of fighting game, it tends to be block, attack, grab, right? That tends to be the go-to RPS system. So it's 100% been something that we've started to look into and make decisions relative to that. So yeah, it is definitely something we've looked into. Whether or not that's the final decision is always still going to be in the air, to be determined. But it is something we're looking into improving and fixing up and making sure that shields and shield breakers and how you go about it is built in the best way possible.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, there'll be special events like seasonal stuff. Think ableness, thinkableness. There you go. Hey, it's far away.
What? I was like, what the hell did you just say?
Thinkableness.
Thinkableness.
Thinkfulness.
I thought you were having a stroke, man.
Events are something that we feel the community loves, and we'd definitely be interested in implementing. First event, obviously, launch. But like as time goes on, maybe theme seasons or like a spooky season or the holidays or things along those lines. There's definitely events and stuff we would want to do there.
Yeah, you don't have to give everybody heart pajamas for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's not needed.
It's not needed.
That shit got me mad.
Yeah, that was weird.
I was like, why is Superman
like a
all
lot
decked out in pink for? With
Seems
these
like a lot of
hearts?
work that could have been moved somewhere else.
Blitzcourse says, how do you guys feel about auto text? I feel like it takes away the skill expression that other platform fighters have personally. How about y'all?
Auto tech is another one of those features along the shields that seems to be kind of a little bit rushed, and well, we could see the love and the passion they added it or implemented it with. We want to take that and try to improve it, whether that be through a button tech, whether that be through removing it or editing it, still to be determined. But it is one of those things that we've been looking into to adjust, to build, and have the best gameplay flow that we can.
Yeah, I think that when it comes to auto attack, the shields and stuff like that, cool ideas, but I don't think they were executed 100%. Because everyone's, if you have a lot of people that are just looking to exploit and spam, they're going to keep making you change quicker than you have time for. So I felt like the team before had a lot of, oh shit, they figured it out again. Oh shit, they figured it out again. And they were playing from behind rather than fleshing out the idea. But I mean, me personally, I think it was okay, but it felt like the bail from someone who's trying to be cheap, but at the same time, I'd rather do that myself.
Do it yourself.
Yeah, so I can kind of see the flip side of it.
I agree.
Yeah, but all right, who else?
Got me. I'm good.
You good?
I think I got all my burning questions.
Let me see.
Most of my burning questions.
That can be answered.
Let me see if I have any left. I think I got everything. Game modes, Superman throw. I made sure I was very thorough about If you're going to learn anything from today, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Superman throw.
It's not even a question. Just like, you have any questions for Superman throw? That's it.
Shock it with the question from the chat. I know they got some more.
Hold on.
Yeah, definitely let me know if you need Gandalf voiced. I think
Oh, no.
Letting you know.
You shall not pass. Run, you fools.
All right, you can tell him.
You're killing me right now.
You can tell him if you need it, but he's not going to be a part.
Yeah, he won't be a part.
Rafi was asking, are there any plans to make characters interact more with the players in the menu? There are a lot of scrapped lines that show your character starting to like you and becoming your best friend. Really?
I didn't even know that.
Wow.
Interesting. Definitely not something that we have thought or put too much time into, but the possibilities are infinite, so you never know.
Okay.
Not bad.
And what is it?
The user interface?
Mushroom Fusion says something about the.
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
Oh, my bad.
You're good.
MVS Infinite being its own game, not its own game, but like being the next phase of MVS, we are planning on implementing some things to make when you open up the game for the first time, it doesn't feel like you're logging into MVS, you're logging into MVS Infinite. So there will be some UI changes and things along those lines that we're planning to implement.
Cool.
Nice.
Awesome.
Sweet.
So we're going to actually have Bugs Bunny smash the screen and have that.
That would be pretty dope. That'd actually be pretty awesome.
We need that anime.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Also, yeah, the plans with the new stages. You guys have stages planned, and how you going to implement that?
Yeah, we stages is something that obviously people love in platform fighters, adding competitive stages for the tournament scenes, and then stages with fun mechanics for the more casual scene is definitely something we're interested in adding, whether that is similar to old Multiversus where it's just, or MVS where it is a stage and then a character unrelated, or whether we're going to be like, if we had Greg 3, we add Greg 3's house. Not a real character, just a name that came up. But like whether it's associated with the characters we're implementing or it's just its own stage from the IP and from Warner Bros. Licensed characters and things like that, obviously with no affiliation, is still to be determined.
Can you make a stage where you can only pop them out the top so they can't run off the sides anymore?
They had that in a lot of those in Smash, right? I think there was some of those.
Maybe one or two.
Yeah.
Shadow Moses, I think, was one of the stages.
Oh, they had to break the walls.
Yeah, to break the walls to get out of the sides, and you had to only pop up at the top.
So they can get their ass whipped before they start running off the stage.
Yeah, they rack up the...
That'd be a cool stage.
Yeah.
Hakio's taking notes.
Yeah. I have a quick question. Might be a little far-fetched, but I always thought in Smash, I hate to keep bringing up Smash Bros, but in Smash where they had, and a lot of people don't talk about it, they had the 4v4. Right, and that was like that was a bit chaotic, but it was fun though. It was very fun. Do you guys have any plans or ever think of adding more than 2v2, maybe a 3v3, or like something that adds more characters on the screen at once?
something we thought of. Whether it gets implemented or not, still to be determined. It is very extensive. It is a lot of new programming, a lot of additions that will need to be made if we do go that route. To be determined. Just have to wait and see.
Iron Giant's gonna have to leave that game. He just takes up too much goddamn space. What we got? Is there something?
What about new items for casual gameplay?
Good question.
Like,
That's another one of those Smash Bros. Mechanics that we've looked into, like assist trophies, items from these characters, franchises, things along those lines. Definitely something we're interested in, but whether it is a addition we do or not, or when it gets added, if it does, is still all up in the air.
You know what always aggravated me was assist trophies. Because the assist trophies sometimes would be cooler than the characters.
Yeah.
Like you have Alucard, Knuckles, Shadow. Like, why can't I use them? Zero? Like, dude,
Yeah.
why are they assist trophies? So that always pissed me off.
Assist trophies, yeah.
I'm like, especially Alucard, dude. Like, come on, man. How do you not have Alucard
Dangling the
He was
carrot.
perfect.
Yeah.
Turn to a bat, fly back on the scene.
He had all the moves. He did the miss, the bat. I was like,
missed
dude.
that people jump 3.
yeah. Have people jump. Yo, that'd be crazy.
That'd be pretty cool.
Maybe in Multiversus Infinite.
wow.
We'll see if they work on the Smash Brothers on the next Switch.
Hey, listen.
We'll see.
Watch them try to incorporate 2v2s. Like the right way.
3v3
they have to
be
do
crazy
something.
though.
3v3?
That'd be insane.
Oh, God.
I think 4v4 be chaotic for this game. With
For
all
It
this-
would
the,
be, but it's chaotic in Smash. But
But if you pay $80
should be
for the
cha-
game, it
should
better
be a level of
everything.
chaos.
Hey, shout out to Hazel.
Hey, Hazel, what's up?
What's up, Hazel?
No.
Hazel, web developer on the programming team. Huge shout out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shout out.
Programming team. Superman throw. Just going to throw it out
Stop,
there.
Bro.
I'm sorry.
My
I'm sorry.
guy.
You're not gonna
Sorry.
say good job.
I probably at least said at least 10 times already. I'm sorry.
It
You
can't
think?
be implemented.
It's
It's
what's the two
impossible.
main things is
It's not coming back.
it's Lino and Superman
You
throw.
gotta get good at the game. Just get good at the game.
I am good at the game.
So if you have him transform in the liner to do the throw, then think you'll be happy
Have Lionel do the throw.
You'll be happy?
with the claw. With the claw.
for that one animation.
Hey, listen.
Sir.
We can compromise. We can
Can,
compromise.
can we let it go?
That's all right.
Let it go. It's okay.
That's the last time I mentioned it on the podcast. I
Yeah,
promise.
right.
Sorry.
Let's curse got another one. How do you guys feel about the blast zone increase to prevent cheese super early kills? I feel like it's way easier to die in this game in comparison to other platform fighters.
On some stages it is, but
Like 40%.
There are some
So when it
stages where
comes-
it's not.
yeah.
Oh, my bad.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead,
Hakio.
Hakio, yeah.
When it comes to the blast zones and the touch of deaths and multiverses, a lot of that is due to the blast zones are really close. You don't have to travel that far, along with moves traveling very far. Example is season 1 jab nair Sair with Iron Giant. That is like 4 moves, but can take you from the left side of the screen
Yep.
all the way to the right blast zone because of the distance it travels and how close the blast zones are. So it is something we'll look into when it comes to balancing and maybe decreasing them, or doing something similar to how Smash Bros does it, where if you are in like the top of the blast zone but you didn't take enough knockback, then maybe you could sit there with like a little marker showing your character or something along those lines of finding the best way to balance the blast zones while still keeping the identity of MVS.
Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah.
They take Velma out the game.
Who? Velma.
Velma.
No one will miss that. You'll be fine.
Multiversus has so many killable characters. Like, they get me so mad.
I told you, every character, there's someone out there who plays with that character very annoying. Every character.
I mean, Shaggy was good as a meme. After that,
Yo, he's so fucking.
lie.
Yeah, he's annoying
as
to fight.
I hate that motherfucker. so
annoying
much.
as hell.
I can't stand Shaggy.
No, live Shaggy mains, they just do the kick. They want to do that forward Liu Kang kick. That's not even
So,
Liu Kang.
in your own game, can you have a mode where you can edit your own character list so you can take some out so you don't fight them online?
I could only fight 3. I could only fight 3 characters.
Yeah, only pair up with certain characters.
That would be
That'd be a
weird.
good mode.
That'd be wild.
So the cheesiest characters in the game, you say no.
You ain't gonna get no fights.
Don't want to fight for them. Well, you'll
You
get some.
ain't-
You'll get real fights then, instead of the ones that spamming the whole time.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Is there a character you hate the most, like with fighting in Multiversus, Hakio?
Fighting the
Yeah.
Let me think. As of right now, definitely just a cutscene character like Marceline, Rick, and Powerpuff Girls. It's always not very pleasant when you get touched once and die for it.
I despise the Powerpuff Girls with my soul. Not them in general, just them in the game. They get me so mad. Because you could just hit buttons and win. Oh, gets me so mad.
Maybe I should start playing again.
Yeah, exactly. You just want to.
Those would be my characters.
Wow.
They're not trying
You know
to.
they would be my characters.
Wow.
No, see, he wants the cheapest characters. He don't even want to like
Listen, I like Game and Watch. Like I like
game
silly,
and watch.
silly characters.
Whoa.
man. Silly characters.
Game and watch. Who's your Smash main?
I'm a Rosalina Luma player.
Ooh,
I like puppet characters.
Ooh, Rosalina.
Rosalind is that's one of those weird characters. She got like the star and shit. Yeah,
Yeah, she's a problem.
she is.
But I like killing the star and hearing it go. Ah! Does that make me sick? Like I like to see,
A little bit. A little bit.
like fuck
A
that
little
thing.
bit, sir.
Yeah, Marceline elbow. Yeah, I fucking
Yep.
I hate that.
Yeah.
shit.
I hate that elbow.
They spam the fuck out of that. Oh my god. Is there any specific moves from any characters that you see are like, oh yeah, that's overpowered. We're gonna have to work on that one.
A lot of my thoughts is moves similar to Marcy there, to where it is multiple hitboxes, but no matter where you hit the move, how you space the move, or what the move gets hit with, it always puts them in the perfect spot for the follow-up.
Yeah.
So altering some of those hitboxes to where there's more variety is something that definitely, like, if you hit the back hit, maybe you go back. If you hit the front hit, maybe you go forward. And then probably my least favorite move in the whole game, just because I'm friends with the best Gizmo arrow. It's never fun when you're over there doing your own thing and cross map get hit with an arrow and die for it because they full map comboed you.
Oh.
Oh man.
Have you ever thrown your controller across the room?
I spent too much on controllers. To do that.
Yo, that's crazy. Like when you're an adult, when
mean,
you're a
I've done
kid,
it.
you throw a controller without flinching.
Yeah.
But now that you're an adult and you know how much controllers cost, no, you ain't throwing them.
Didn't they have like a thing you can buy that's like wrapped in bubble? You can put your hands in, so if you throw it, you're good. I need to get that because I'd be getting angry, dude.
I just learned how to fix them, man.
You learn how to fix them.
Yeah, man.
Jesus Christ.
Learn how to
I
fix
used to
it, man.
fix controls all the time.
Oof. Now when that shit snapped in half.
That's what crazy glues for. Let me stop.
Oh, I'm not sure. Did we go over this? Will any existing characters receive new attacks?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think we did.
That's a good one.
I'm a,
By the Jeebs.
I'm
The
going-
Geebs.
Our goal
Is it Geebs?
is
Okay,
to
Geebs.
keep movesets as true to their current movesets as it can be. That being said, it is a possibility, but it is not a probability. Is the way I'll phrase it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, Blitzcurse was asking, how do you guys feel about adding more instant air dodge moves or routes to the game? He feels like that technique was one of the most fun things to learn in Multiversus, and it made Multiversus stand out.
IEDs are a really cool little way to do pretty much aerials grounded, and it's definitely a fun tech to have in the game. And we're looking into ways on implementing more things like that. Like, how can we implement wave dashing in a viable way to where you aren't going in burnout for trying to be aggressive? Or how can we maybe reward the player for doing a successful IED and maybe punish them for doing an unsuccessful one? So when it comes to adding new tags and new movements, it's definitely something I'm interested in. Once again, as a Rosa player, doing a bunch of like advanced text on a character is something I enjoy, but not everybody might. So maybe it being more character specific is an alternative. But the more fine details of all of that is still to be determined. But we are definitely interested in adding more tech like that to the game.
Interesting.
Okay.
That works.
All right, what's the other question here? How well made are the characters you're working on in terms of model and animation quality?
Part of the reason characters that we've been working on since day one are still in development is our goal is to make it indistinguishable from which characters came out in MVS and which characters came out in MVS Infinite.
Nice.
So we are putting all of the time to make sure that you just can't tell that these characters follow the Multiversus art style, that they play like a Multiversus character, that their kits, moves, and all of that follow into the zany, wacky playstyle of Multiversus. So, and I'd say we're doing a pretty good job at that right now. As of right now, if you were to show somebody our characters and a character that's been in Multiversus since day one, like Bugs Bunny, you ask them which one was fan made and which one wasn't, I'd say it'd be pretty hard for them to decipher.
Nice.
That's good.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool.
Mushroom Fusion 245 says, "Are there any plans for super moves like Final Smashes?"
It's definitely something we've looked at. Sorry to repeat that. Obviously, coming into making this project, we did a lot of research. Anybody on my concept team will tell you, for the first month, literally just had them on straight research. I wanted them to understand the internal, the external, the mechanics, platform finders, and things like that. So obviously, discussion around Final Smashes came up. While it is something that is interesting and a possibility, as of right now, it's not something that we're dedicating a lot of time to due to the animation time that it takes, the amount of different things we have to implement, having to add it to the workflow for every new character. So while it's something we're interested in and it's a possibility in the future, as of right now, it's not in our current plans.
Okay. Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember in like Smash Ultimate, they're cool to look at, but like, how often do we really switch? them on?
I never.
We
play
never
a
use
match.
the items.
Yeah, I never.
use.
We always
never
have
use the
items
in
off,
Smash.
and
My daughter loves playing with Final Smash, and she loves them. But other than that, I haven't really, when you play competitively against people, I hate it when they put the Smash Brawl in there.
Yeah, me too.
is that your real voice?
Where's the trigger? Where is it? Where's the trigger?
Transforming, man.
Yo, his voice changed.
You saw it right now.
mid-sentence.
Something was like curling. I was like, I felt it. And I couldn't fight it. It was like that bubble.
He said my daughter uses. What the fuck
That was
is
me.
that? Shit
That
turned.
wasn't even me. You would think that was me.
He turned to Yoda. He turned to Yoda.
Where does your daughter take it?
No, don't do that. Don't do that,
Or do
please.
not.
All right, you're done. Thank you.
Yoda. If you guys bring in Yoda, I'll try to do a.
That's Disney.
We went.
That's Disney. That's Disney.
We went over the perk system, right?
Yeah, I think we went
Yeah,
over
we did.
perks.
He's gonna try to fix it. Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna try to fix it.
Let's see.
So
I
we're
see
gonna
a
tweak the perk system.
we use data.
A223 says, please change Steven's dash animation. The kick he does is horrible, and we better if we did a charge inside his bubble.
Definitely a cool idea, and the team will take it into consideration.
I love
There you
killing
go.
Steve. I love killing Steve. He's like my top 3 character to kill. I love killing Steve.
Damn.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's something about him. He just looks like a creep. He does.
The child?
Steve does.
Steve, you looks like a creep.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Looks like he hides in
Good show.
bushes and
It's
just.
a good
Stop.
stop.
I'm sorry.
That's
Come on, man. It's like-
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't
Sorry
finish
to
that
any-
sentence.
Sorry to any Steven Universe fans out there.
I
That's
cut
Steven
it.
Universe.
That's just how I feel.
Don't finish that sentence.
I know. I left that sentence alone.
Don't.
Somebody in the chat said, "Goku when?" Yo, Goku's requested in every platform.
Pretty
fighter
much
game. He
everywhere.
would kill everyone.
Yeah.
He's requested in every game.
Yeah.
Period.
I mean,
Yeah.
they want the Superman Goku fight.
But you know what? Then people are gonna get mad when Goku loses to Velma. Like then
Yeah,
I'm
they're like, this game isn't real. Yeah, no kidding. It's based on a bunch of cartoons. I don't know why you think it was real.
I mean, if
Goku
it was-
versus Superman would be
Superman,
nice.
If you
if
did
it was
actually.
lore.
Yeah.
Hakio, what are the top 3 characters that get requested from the community?
Oh, I'd say off of my knowledge, I've seen a lot of Daffy.
Yeah, Daffy.
I'll throw in a very niche one,
Hmm.
but 4 different people simultaneously requested it. Some reason, Waluigi. I don't know where.
Waluigi.
That's a weird one.
That's
What
just,
the-
Just over everybody, just Waluigi.
Wow.
So that's pretty funny to me.
I
that's
respect
just
it.
part of the meme.
I respect it.
Wow. The
I'd say
fuck?
the JLA members are very highly requested. So like the Flash, Martian
Yeah.
Manhunter,
Oh, dude.
Green Lantern.
Okay,
And
what?
then there's some from Spinel. I know that's one that I've heard a lot of requests for.
Walter
And
White.
then
Yo, Wally Carey.
I'm pretty sure he's Sony, if I'm not mistaken.
Walter White.
Hmm?
He's Sony.
I
Oh,
don't
Harry
know.
Potter. That's another pretty highly
Ah, yes.
Oh yeah, Harry Potter.
I'm
Yeah.
so surprised he didn't make it.
I'm
man.
surprised. Yeah.
Yeah.
The top selling game of the couple of years, and they didn't put him in there.
You're a wizard, Harry.
There's probably a million and one reasons why it didn't happen, and I'm pretty sure it was out of their hands.
Yeah.
Chat saying Godzilla.
I see Godzilla a lot in the
Oh,
chat,
yes,
man.
the
God.
Monster Verse.
Scooby-
I forgot they existed.
Scooby Doo, Godzilla, Daphne. Yeah, there's always a bunch of them.
I mean, you gotta get names for days.
I mean,
Yeah.
just from DC, and
Fred Flintstone.
everyone works.
Yeah.
Everyone from like Darkseid, Flash, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, like they all work.
Hawkman.
Yeah, they all
Ben
work.
10 gotta be most requested.
Ben 10 is.
Oh,
is-
Ben 10.
yeah.
I
Ben 10
definitely-
would be
10's
so-
probably the most.
Ben 10 would be so
Surprisingly, yeah.
difficult to make.
You know what the thing is? I know,
Tell me about it.
probably because I'm showing my age, but I know nothing about Ben 10, but he is requested all the time.
All right, well, Ben 10, he can literally turn into, when he first starts out, he can turn into like 10 different monsters.
I know I don't care about him. I'm just,
He's like, that wasn't an invite. Explain what he is.
They'd be like, do you want Beast Boy or Ben 10? Basically the same.
Beast Boy. Yeah, Beast Boy. The joke is like, God damn it.
I hate you so much.
Dude, I was waiting for Dexter so long.
Oh, people were dying for
I was
Dexter.
waiting for Dexter so
Oh,
long.
man.
I remember people used to say Fred Flintstone. You know?
Yeah, he was.
That wouldn't be fun. Oh, Space
Hanna
Ghost would be
Barbera.
dope,
Hanna-Barbera's
Anything in
not.
that umbrella.
Is that WB?
I think. Space Ghost would be fire.
Oh, Space Ghost. Yeah,
Space
hell
Ghost
yeah.
would be
No,
fire.
just Batman reskin.
Stop.
Wow.
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 What the hell?
Sir.
He would need to talk.
Johnny
so
Quest and Haji would be fun.
Dude, if he just sat, if Space Ghost just sat at a desk and just had everything
He's in the desk the entire
the
time.
whole
yeah.
time, he'll just have things hit you.
That'd be a dope stage. That'd be a dope stage.
Or at least have in the background.
Oh my god.
Captain Caveman, go real old. Old school.
Yo, that'd be crazy.
Hakio, someone said, how many total characters have appeared in the request sheet?
All of them.
Think from the original one were between 500 to 700, somewhere in that round.
God
Okay.
damn.
I couldn't even think of that many, to be honest.
You would have to
Oh,
work on the same
different
infinity.
characters? Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
how many character requests. My bad.
Yeah.
Different characters, it's around like 80.
That's still a lot.
That is a
Yeah,
lot.
that is a lot.
To be honest, I couldn't think of 80. There's no way.
I mean, that's pretty much the
easy.
list.
I
the
was
whole
thinking.
thing.
I was thinking about the other day, like how many characters would I like to see? It gets to like maybe 20, maybe.
Certain characters deserve. They're supposed to be in a game like
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
Right.
Like a Green Lantern.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be in a game like this
yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is
because of the moves.
Green Lantern's game.
Yeah.
Like this is the Green Lantern's
Should
made.
be the main character.
Yeah, it's made for Multiversus.
Yeah.
He's made for the fucking
It
game.
really is.
He's WB's Kirby.
Yeah, WB.
Damn.
WB's
That's what
Kirby.
he does. Anything.
Oh, that's a good question because I keep thinking of it too. Is there a way to get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as well through second party?
Gosh, they're in everything.
Wow.
They legit
Oh,
are
They
everything.
are in everything.
Possibility, not probability.
You know what's weird about Nickelodeon? They had like, what was it?
2
They had 2 in the first one and the other 2 in the second one, but all 4 of them not in one game.
Yeah.
That
Well,
doesn't
if
make
you stack
sense.
both discs,
If you stack one,
Wow.
about Sonic and
Sir.
Knuckles worked.
no,
You put them
man.
together.
That was weird.
It'll
Yeah.
work.
That was very weird.
Very dumb.
But get like the 1989 movie versions.
That'd be crazy.
You
That'd
can
be
only dream.
I saw that the other day.
The
Again,
great
actual
movie. Great
actual
movie.
puppets. the Jim Henson
With the faces in the mouth.
puppet. Yeah, the Jim Henson freaking costumes.
From part 3, right? From
like
part 3, how they're like
that's
rotting
terrible.
face.
Hell no.
That's terrible.
Get out of here.
It's not even
freckles.
animated.
Turtles with freckles. What do you mean turtles with freckles?
I can't. They were just,
Guitars.
they were just masks. They just wore masks.
They went on tour, man. Live tour.
Oh God.
I cannot deal. Someone said Green Goblin and Homelander.
What? Green Goblin.
Green Goblin. That's so
Home
funny.
run.
It's naming people.
Yeah,
Goblins.
Yeah.
You know what's always funny about these type of games and the speculation for characters? They always will go outside where there's no way in hell they can get it.
Yeah, of course.
So from
Yeah.
it's like
Marvel.
Waluigi.
Marvel.
yeah, Waluigi. Like, how is that gonna happen? Cease and
Yeah.
desist.
I mean, is he actually a Nintendo character? They don't use him.
Even
Yeah.
Marvel characters, I don't think would be a good. I don't want to see them mix up with. DC
No, I like it
characters.
where it
Not right
is.
now.
Yeah, I like it where it is.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do Marvel, do it in a separate Marvel game
Well,
or
they actually
something.
did the Mortal Kombat and WB characters. Like they did.
They did that.
PC versus Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They
that's
did.
sad
True.
that we didn't see
Mortal
Raiden.
Kombat works.
We didn't see Raiden. He just fly back into the stage.
He has to have that old voice when he goes, like that
Oh,
shit is
God.
yeah.
Shoot
Oh,
off the
yeah.
stage like that. That'd be
Yeah.
dope.
Toasty.
But yeah, it didn't happen.
Crazy.
Or when he says, I'm gonna throw you over here.
Yes.
I'm gonna throw you over now.
I'm gonna throw you there. I'm gonna throw you down.
Like what?
No one questioned what they were saying.
Nope.
I'll do the
gonna-
voice acting for that. Yeah,
No.
I get that going. I get that one going.
I'm gonna throw you into the air. That's a terrible. That's just what they say.
I'm gonna throw you into the air.
They're screaming it.
Listen to Mortal Kombat 4 sounds, and you'll hear it.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Quite
I
a
see-
treat.
I see some more questions here. Are you working on any new characters right now?
Yes, he said so.
He
yeah.
said yes.
Yes.
Yes. As he's
Yes.
doing this podcast, you could hear the typing.
You hear the typing.
He's working right now.
He's taking notes.
He's not taking a break, man. This guy,
What's
this
the
guy's a-
timeline on a characters, like beginning to end, creation wise?
It's very variable. So a lot of it depends. Like, okay, what can we use? Like, for example, if we're making a character that uses a mallet, then we can take the Harley mallet and reskin it instead of creating a new one. But if we're creating a character that uses a bow that's not in the game yet, you have to create it from scratch. And then you have the play testing phase. So sometimes we come up with a move, we animate the move, we build the move, put it into the game, and we're like, whoa, what were we thinking? So you have to go redo it, and it's very variable. It can be extremely short, like if we're using a lot of stuff that we've already had built or things like that, probably like a month to 3. If like play testing is extensive and things like that, it could be a decent amount of time. But we plan to have multiple characters ready to go that aren't released on release.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
Wait 1 second. I
Go
gotta
for it.
take a bathroom break, y'all.
Be
Be right back, y'all.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Excellent. You guys know what that means right now.
Why do you
guys
say it?
know
Why
what
do
it
you
means right
say
now.
it like that?
No, we got the
Having a
break.
hard time.
Yes, just to fill everybody in while we got this little bit break going on right now. We have a monthly game giveaway right now on 857ent.com/giveaway. We give out a free game at the top of every single month. First podcast of the month, we announce a winner. I think we're going to announce one this podcast because this is the first podcast of the month.
Oh,
so
I'm
yeah,
so surprised.
it's crazy. I'm ecstatic, and I love giving away free stuff. I love making people a winner. So if you've never won anything in your life,
Why do you always say that?
If
It
you
sounds
got-
so terrible.
this
a
might
chance today.
this might be a chance today for you to be our next winner of the Level 857 monthly game giveaway. Everyone, that's again 857ent.com/giveaway. Very, very easy for you guys. Remember it.
Every month.
Every month? Hell
Every
yeah,
month.
yeah.
The chance to
And we
win.
also got some pretty cool perks. If you think about supporting us on Patreon or Fourth Wall, either one. We give an option to you guys, however you guys want to do it. However you guys want to do it. It's
Now's a good time to hit that like button if you didn't, by the way.
Absolutely, yeah. You can do free stuff too. We can take the likes. It's like if you're watching this on the channel right now, you can still sub to the channel. If you listen to the podcast later, you can sub to the podcast. All that free stuff is worth it.
Podcast every week, y'all.
Hell yes.
We do this every week.
We do this every week. We have to.
It's episode
have to.
358.
Man, we did
And
358 episodes.
We're
Yep.
contractually obligated to do this every single week, so we're gonna be.
There's no contract.
There's no contract,
No, there's no contract.
and we haven't been canceled, so that's a
Which is
positive.
crazy to me.
Yes.
We do this for the love of the game. y'all.
Yes. We haven't been canceled yet.
Yes, there's still more time in the podcast. So I mean,
Will we make it to 400?
Can we make it?
The countdown is going.
That's true. There's not that many uncensored gaming podcasts that are available today besides us. I think we're the only ones.
No, because they're all canceled.
I feel like
They're all canceled.
no,
That's
but
why.
we keep it within a certain boundary, though.
Yeah.
Certain places we won't go. We won't go.
Did you mention that we were going to announce the winner?
I did.
Yes.
later,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Yep, I
Good,
mentioned,
good,
yes. Yep.
Excited.
Hell yeah, man. Get free, great indie games, man. Not Ultimate Indie. We actually got some really cool games, too, that are not indie.
Yeah.
But even the indie games are awesome because we don't give away no horrible, bad shit.
We're also going to announce.
We don't give away no horrible bad
no
shit.
horrible bad shit.
No horrible bad shit.
Way to
It
sell
comes
it.
down to how you like the game.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. There's a question I want to ask
Yes, we will go
before
back to the
before it
show.
goes away,
All right, here we go.
and I'm tired of turbo rambling.
We're back, y'all.
Someone in the chat says, "Will we be able to switch characters in the middle of a ranked set?"
Oh, good question.
That is something we have also started to sound like a broken record. Looked into. It is something I'm definitely interested in implementing. A big part of competitive games is counterpicking. As much as it sucks, it is part of it. It is part of like it will happen in a tournament and things like that. So yeah, definitely something I want to add, whether that's now or whether that's later on in the game's lifespan. Definitely something we're interested in.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna piggyback off of that too, because this is something I'm personally interested in. I like it personally when I have like one round with somebody, beat them, and get some points. I don't want to get points after the full match. Sometimes I just want to beat someone's ass one round. You know, are you going to implement that type of thing, or are you going to encourage the whole match what must be fought in order to get points?
As stated earlier, the minor details and like the more specific of the rank system and how it will play still being looked at, still going to be edited and looked into. So as of right now, I don't really know. Still to be determined. There's a possibility.
No, but what do you want to do? What is your preference?
I like set based. I like BO3, BO5 type sets.
Damn.
Best of 3 for ranked, and then if you're doing something like a money match, always best of 5 or first of 10.
Best of 5. Like
Turbo
that.
likes to win and run.
I do.
Yeah.
No, when I play ranked on Street Fighter 6, you know they want to do the rematch. I say no. I beat you. I'm done.
Wow.
If they
I
quit,
hit him and
though,
quit him.
If they quit in the middle of your set,
What?
do you still get your points? I'm saying, if they quit in the middle of your set, do you get any points?
No.
That's what you need to change.
Yeah, because somebody beat us the first round. We want to rematch them, but I think they might have hit concede, and we got points for them quitting.
Yeah.
That's what should happen.
Yeah,
No, that should happen. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I like that. I like that type.
But wait, someone had something that was pretty good. When it comes to character inclusions, if y'all can't find a voice actor, and would that determine if or if not a character gets in? Do y'all only work on characters if you already have a voice actor lined up?
Good question.
No. The voice acting is like after the character's decided. We're fortunate enough to have voice actors like Poe and Frog, Guns Fam, Brock Baker, who are men of 1,000 voices.
Oh, nice.
So there's a lot of variety there. And it's always, we would rather choose the character first, find the voice actor second, and not let the availability of a voice actor halt it. Worst case, if we need, I feel like the talent and the skill on our voice acting team as we speak has the ability to learn voices to fit some of these roles. And a lot of these, a lot of them have voices for characters that aren't in the game that would be amazing additions that people request.
Are you doing any voice acting?
Me? That is not where my talents lie. I applaud them. I love what they do. I cannot replicate it.
No Hakio announcer packs.
Guest announcer.
Guest announcer.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'd rather not traumatize people.
That would be amazing.
That's funny.
Let's see. It says Hakio mentioned earlier that perk currency was going to be removed. Will the gold currency from the beta return?
Whether it's called gold or something or under a different name, the concept of gold will return. Currency that you win through or earn through playing the game, winning matches, doing things like that. We are definitely planning on implementing it.
Nice.
Public domain characters like Popeye or Felix the cat.
Ooh, Felix the cat.
Popeye.
You can use them. Actually, what was the other one? It was Steamboat Willie, right?
Steamboat Will, yeah.
But,
Steamboat
Yeah,
Willie.
awesome.
Wow.
They're free to use.
Steamboat Willie. That's fucking
Public domain characters are definitely more on the table than any other like type of third party, just because they're
course.
public domain.
Of course.
I made a joke about somebody on my team was like, who is confirmed or like who is available, and it's like, give it enough time, everybody. But,
So true.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
300
Yeah.
years later.
Yeah. 150 years.
I mean,
It'll happen.
someone's going to be available.
Yeah, where's Woody Woodpecker?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where's Chili Willy?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
they got to be close, man. They got to be close to that.
Chili Willie.
No one knows those characters.
No, not at all.
No.
Showing our age real well there.
Droopy the dog.
Droopy?
Remember that guy?
Oh,
Who's the ones that?
Oh no, not
That's
again.
That's him. That's him.
Droopy.
Not again.
So you can be the voice. You can be the voice.
I'll be the voice for Droopy.
Oh boy, not again.
But that's all I can say. I can't say anything
Yeah.
else. I'll just keep repeating myself. Are there any new voice actors in the servers that you have your eyes on?
I feel like that was answered.
Was it?
yeah.
I think.
Oh,
think so,
did I
yeah.
just say that?
No, I
I
feel
don't-
like
I think you
feel
just
like we
answered
touched
that.
on
I'm about to say I only had
Feel
two.
like-
I only had 2 beers. It's possible. I mean,
Inside of the auditions tab inside of the server, yeah, there's a few.
okay. Are you getting support from former player first game developers to understand the game's codes and programming, or are you learning as you go or changing things?
A lot of it is just trial and error and just going through and using what we have to basically find the best solution.
Nice.
It's not bad.
All right.
Not bad.
So, Chad, listen, we got through a lot of y'all questions.
We did.
Oh yeah.
We really
Hopefully,
did.
hopefully you got all the answers you needed. I know you didn't, but
Yeah.
hopefully enough has been answered for y'all.
And if y'all want him to come back on, let us know. You know, we'll harass him. That sounds so terrible, right?
That sounds real bad.
We will not.
We got him locked up in the basement. Wait, what?
If he says no, we'll get him to say yes.
We'll just kidnap
We'll
him.
make him say yes. Trust me.
Any character you want, we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
He'd be like,
You don't get released
like,
until you finish the
I
character.
know it's not made yet.
Superman grabs coming one way or
Yo,
another.
Superman grab! Yo. You know what's funny? If that actually did happen, we'd have him back on, and I would just scream the entire podcast.
Wow.
And you probably
had
can't even listen to it. I would just be screaming.
I would have to mute your mic
You would
the
probably
whole
have
the
to.
whole
Up to you.
podcast.
You'd want the whole podcast to be just to get that throwback.
Yep, and there'll be highlights of him doing the throw constantly. That's what it would take.
Jesus Christ.
Trust me.
Well, I think that's all we got, right?
Yeah, that's all we got, right?
That's
That's
everything, man. Yeah.
All right, well, Hakio, we definitely appreciate you for coming through. And
Thank you for
for
your
having
time.
Of course, man. And obviously, even though I joke around about it, but I'm dead serious. If you do want to come back on the show to announce anything, let me know, and we'll find a day for you to have you back on, and we'll do it all again.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Hell yes.
I had an amazing time. Definitely be something I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Pleasure's
you.
ours.
Be good, brother.
You as well.
Thank you.
Later.
And everyone in the chat, you heard it here first. Multiversus Infinite, all the news. Any questions that you had? I know, obviously, we didn't get to everything, but we got to 2 hours worth
Yes.
of questions. And yeah, well, we would love to have him back on when he has some more things to show us.
So follow that
yeah.
Twitter or X, whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it, to get all the latest updates.
Follow all that Multiversus Infinite. Follow the Discord, the X. I hate saying X. The Twitter, all that stuff, and of course follow us as well because we're fans of Multiversus and we want to keep playing it on the channel. So yeah, you know we're gonna keep showing more footage of it.
Yes, we'll
Yeah.
be following
We're gonna
the
keep at
project
More
very
footage.
closely, very closely.
So let's announce the weekly indie game of
Yep.
the week.
And also shout out to the programmers and people who are on the Multiversus Infinite team who are in the chat,
Yes,
who are contributing.
Word.
Yes, thank you for your efforts in keeping the dream alive.
yes,
And keeping this good thing going.
absolutely.
And a big to everybody in the chat.
Yep.
You guys are awesome.
Hell yes.
So here we go.
All right, the indie game of the week, everybody.
Let's go, y'all.
Indie game.
What is the indie game of the week?
It's a good question.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either. You guys know? Let me start off.
No, bro.
Indie game of the week is
Damaged in Transit.
Hell yeah.
I remember the pain.
Tell us about it. Tell us about it.
I remember the
This game.
Released March 23rd, 2020. Developed and published by Everrook LLC. Available on Windows, Mac OS, and Nintendo Switch. Stallion and I'm going to tell you about that game.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We
Shout
know.
out to the developers that came on the podcast to
Hell
talk
yeah.
about the game. They were very entertained by us playing this game, and yeah, I'm not a puzzle guy.
Yeah.
I'm not a. I know Algie is.
I
and
love puzzles, but this
this was rough.
It's always difficult when you're playing a co-op puzzle game because like I can handle the puzzle, but then when you're working with a co-op partner, it just adds a new layer of difficulty. You're just like, oh. And this was by far one of the toughest games that I've ever played.
We did
co-op.
I think every 25 stages there was a boss. It's the same boss, but you
Yeah.
just have to. But we did 25 stages and it felt like we beat the fucking game.
We did a 3 hour. It was 3 hours. And I think we spent more time on the last on the boss battle.
It was
I think we
had
the whole stream on that.
We had 2 live mental breakdowns.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
The shit was messed up.
But
it was rewarding when we finally.
yes.
Oh my gosh.
That's the one thing I love about puzzle games is like as tough as it is, when you figure it out and you make it through, it's one of the most rewarding things. And this game does it. This game does it.
Yep.
And then you look back, you're like, how the hell did I do that?
It's very creative though.
But
like,
yeah.
the brain it takes to create
Oh,
these
man.
stages and the traps and all that stuff. It's very fucking creative. I just have a small brain and I can't. No, I can't.
Oh no,
do it.
there are times when you just like, you just shut your brain shuts off. You're just like, I can't.
Yeah,
what the hell?
and
Too much going on.
And then you turn it off and you're like, all right, you guys made your point.
I wonder if they were inspired by Choo Choo Rocket at all.
Well, the way it plays, if I could describe it for the audio listeners, it's when you're playing it co-op. So the first player can go it's just 2 buttons, it's up and down, and then the second player can go left and right, and you're controlling the arrows on the screen on the board that direct where the characters are moving.
You're trying to make these 2 robots go to the exit.
That's it. That's the goal of the whole game. You're trying to get to the exit. Now, if you push the arrow like overboard, the character's gonna go right into the water, like you see there.
Yep.
And yeah, it's like it really is like juggling, but like juggling with a partner is freaking. Oh my god!
But as you hit the button to go left to right, it also initiates the traps.
Yes.
So you have to time the traps and time the left and the right, and communicate with your partner when he's hitting up and down.
And every 3 or 4 stages, they introduce like a new trap and a new like element.
Complete brain tease.
No,
Yeah.
your brain hurts.
Yeah,
it
dude.
hurts. your brain.
But you know somebody out there is playing this with their feet. Both players.
Yeah.
Both players.
No, this is one of those rage games, man. This is what it really is.
But
and it's enjoyable watching other people play, like other people's playthrough.
And I like the music. The music was very cool.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what kept me playing.
it's always the music. The music always fucking gets
It's
me.
like relaxing. You're like, all right.
Hey man, check it out. It gets the official level 857 seal of quality.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, man.
We don't give those out lightly.
Yeah.
Also appreciate all the love in the chat. If it's your first time here, this is the best video game podcast online today. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that like button.
Thank you guys so much for coming through.
Because we want to
appreciate
see
y'all.
y'all. We want to see y'all.
We want to see you
Yeah.
guys back here again. 'Cause we got more streams. We got more content. Everything's amazing.
And the show still goes on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
That's right.
We just need to announce the game giveaway winner.
Yes. Oh, my favorite part of the podcast.
It's Hakio. No.
Oh, God. Whoa! Congratulations, Clutch 9! You are the April 2025 winner of the Level 857 multi-game giveaway. Hell yeah! It's Clutch 9! You did it in a clutch!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Did it in the clutch? What
Clutch
the hell do you mean?
time! It's clutch time for Clutch 9! Congratulations!
Why do you sound constipated?
Yeah, dude. What the hell? You all right over there?
I don't know what's going on. But congratulations.
He's taking a
Clutch
shit
Nine.
live.
Clutch 9!
Congratulations on
Congrats.
your win.
Yes, we'll get in touch with you soon and you figure out which game you're going to get.
Yes. And this could be any of you in the chat
Exactly.
or at home listening.
Yeah.
Yep, we got codes for PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, and the Switch. So yeah, Clutch 9 will be getting in touch real soon.
Yeah.
Real soon.
Yeah.
And we're gonna let you know on social media what Clutch 9 picked. Clutch 9.
Whoa!
Sorry.
You all right? You
What the
okay?
hell was that?
It's a lisp. Clutch 9.
Wow, sir.
It's a lisp. I'm sorry.
He's unhinged.
He's losing it. He's losing it.
He's lost it
Clutch
a long
9.
time ago.
Clutch
Oh,
time
boy.
for Clutch 9.
But yes, we're going to look into those characters that Hakio said he was hinting at.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple characters. We got to look up. Was it 8 times? Dude,
Yeah, he said it was.
you got to know
He
this.
said it was obvious.
We got to know who this is.
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta look at that.
I'm
screen.
like,
I gotta look at that artwork again.
I saw Animaniacs thing. I saw Pinky and the Brain in the background.
Yeah, I saw those 2 balloons in the back.
Yeah, so I mean that's the only thing I can see. So it could be that. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
they ain't in the game, so.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I'm
Maybe.
excited. I'm excited that Multiversus gets to go on in some form. You
Yeah.
know, it should not die. It sucks for it to be taken offline like that, man.
I didn't know this
Hopefully
team was so big. That
You
was a
can
big
see it
team.
Yeah, it's
succeed
good,
and
though.
continue.
80 people.
That's
man.
beautiful.
dedicated.
It only took 30 people to make Exhibition 33.
And that's passion right there.
80.
Man.
Yeah.
80 people not getting paid. They're doing it out of passion. They want this to succeed.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Can't wait to play it.
I applaud that.
Yeah. Can't wait for the reveal trailer and all that stuff. Whenever it's announced, because it's not announced.
Nope, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, it's
You know what? I
announced.
would like to do a live reaction to that, man.
I will talk to
wanna do
Hakio.
that.
Hopefully we can get that to happen.
So we can make it happen.
If he says no, then it'll never come out. No, I'm joking.
Wow.
Guys, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Wow, sir.
Yo, what if they started off with the Superman throw, and then it's like,
I would be like,
then it's like, we'll not be in the game.
That would be hilarious.
That'd be terrible.
I'm like, you trolled me on purpose. You trolled me on purpose.
I kind of hope they do it now.
Yo, that would be crazy. You're like, yo, the Superman throw. You see him throwing everywhere.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
will
Hazel,
not be it.
looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with. It sounds like you got a bunch of talented, passionate people
Yes.
Yeah.
on that squad, and I'm
Much love
excited,
to the whole
man.
team. Much love to
Yeah,
the
Very
man.
excited. Very excited.
We're all very excited because we love Multiverses, and yeah, man, pass of the torch. That's what I consider it, passing of the torch.
That's right.
Keeping a good thing alive. And if you guys are checking out the podcast for the very first time, and you just decided that you can't get enough of Level 857, that's okay. That's okay, because we got mo for you in the form of a streaming schedule. Yeah, we got more content other than the podcast. So let me run that down for you. Sundays, Let's Play Sundays.
I knew it was gonna throw him
Yo,
off.
you
That shit threw him off.
Just cut him off with
Sensational.
sensational Sundays.
Sensational Sundays, right?
I can't.
Let's Play Sundays. That's multiplayer games, guys. It's either going to be some co-op or versus variety, usually starting at 3:30 p.m. Sometimes we start a little earlier. So follow us on social media to find out what we're going to play next. If it's versus, maybe you guys could join us. We'll get a little thing going that way. But join the Discord, follow the social media to find out what we're going to be playing for that Sunday. Chalk, what you got going on for Fridays?
I got Fighter Fridays, 9 p.m. every Friday. And I play fighting games. I play beat 'em ups. This Friday, I hope y'all ready to throw hands. I'm throwing Street Fighter 6 back on the channel.
Come get it, Reggie. Come get it, Reg.
Play scary games too, right?
No, I don't.
we gotta get that popping. We gotta get that popping.
Negative, no.
Fighting Friday.
Right? Yeah. Trending
October.
right now.
No.
Chalk's like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but yeah. Fighter Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday.
Hell yes, hell yes. So yeah, it's gonna be Street Fighter 6, y'all. So if any of y'all play that, come through, get your ass whooped.
Wow.
Oh,
Or maybe whip my ass. I'm just saying, you can
Most
whip my
likely.
ass. That's fine. But I'm looking for a challenge. We're looking for a good fight. Makes for a good stream. So if you got the skills and you got the will, come through with your stack of bills.
Stop.
What do we got Wednesday?
Oh,
oh
dear
my
God.
God.
You know,
Let's talk about
what
the
we got going
podcast,
on
please.
Wednesday?
fighting is branded, no frills.
What we got
All
going
right,
on?
Every
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got the podcast, y'all. That's all 5 of us doing our collab hosting. One of the only podcasts online that do it. It's like a panel. Okay, we don't always agree. We go at each other. It's kind of funny. You never know who's gonna have what opinion. It's crazy. We got y'all coming in there as a live chat, making this thing a party. So come through with your drinks. We might have a couple of shots, do some celebrations, chat about some recent news topics, and it's gonna be crazy. So yeah, come through for all of that. And if you enjoy the podcast and you want to show support, there are several things that you can do. Rate, review us on your preferred podcasting platform, wherever you get your podcast. You can do that right there. Tell some family and friends that we exist. Maybe consider joining the Patreon of the Fourth Wall to help us keep the lights on. And in exchange, you get some really cool, interesting perks and some exclusive content. But the free stuff is good. You know, subscribing to the podcast wherever you listen to it, subscribing to our channel, liking, leaving a comment. All that free stuff is great too. So the love, show some love. We show love back. We keep the circle going.
Sensational.
That is correct.
That's the only time that ever.
And it
played
never gets cut off. That's the
Yeah.
only time it never gets
Yeah.
cut off. Love
But
it.
yes, thanks to all y'all showing up.
Thank you guys for
Seriously,
coming through.
thanks,
We
man.
appreciate y'all.
Fun times. Fun
Yeah,
times.
man.
Shout
hope
out
to
to
see y'all.
Hakio and the entire Multiversus Infinite team for doing what you do.
Yeah, you
Shout
guys are
out,
awesome, man.
Shout out to Player First Games for conceptualizing this amazing platform fighter for all of us to play and have crazy memories with. Putting a bat bomb on somebody, have them go out the top of the screen. It's lovely. I love that shit.
Yeah, next
voice?
week's
I love that shit.
But yes, we hope to see y'all next week.
next week's podcast is gonna be dope. Oh yeah,
Yes.
I can't wait.
As always.
Come
Oh
through.
yeah,
Don't
Ride
forget
that-
to hug your parents, y'all. Hug your parents.
hell yeah, man. Peace out, everybody.
Peace. Peace.